welcome everyone for the very first time ever to the Player's Arc here at the compound. I have the nerves. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you everyone here, the cast and crew. My name is Rooster Quaid, and behind the screen, you guys can't see him, but we have Mr. JR himself. He is the man behind the screen, the Wizard of Oz, the puppeteer, the host and founder of the compound. We cannot do this without him, so a little round of applause for him. Yay! And moving forward, we have these very beautiful people in front of you, and I know them as friends, you know them as strangers. Let's get to know them. This first up is going to be Mr. Patrick Lawrence.
What is going on, everybody?
Hold on! Technical difficulties! All right, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? I am Pat Lawrence. I am 25 years old. I am a licensed electrician. I've been playing TTRPGs for around 2 years now. This is only my second game as a player, but I have DM'd a game in between. I've been getting tattooed by Rooster for a long time before playing TTRPGs, but I have a vast theatrical background of about 19 years of performing and doing technical and stage crew and things of that nature, through which I met the lovely Mary Dandino, who sits to my right.
Hi! Yes, my name is Mary Dandino. I am an actor and an avid TTRPG player. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for about 8 years, both as a player and as a DM. And I'm really excited that I messaged Patrick on Instagram and said, your TTRPG table looks cool. Let me play. Which is how I met Rooster and Kobe. And now Josh. To you.
Hello, my name is Josh. I've been playing TTRPGs since about early college, so I think 5 years ago now. Time sure flies. I am not an actor in any way. I used to be a gymnastics and ninja coach, so far from any of that, but I'm very excited to play anyway. I love D&D, I love TTRPGs, I listen to them all the time, so I'm very excited to be here and pass it along to my good buddy Kobe.
Hi everybody, my name is Kobe Rezendes. This will be my second campaign of D&D. A little bit about myself, I'm in the Army Massachusetts National Guard. Like I said, this is my second campaign of D&D, but I'm also very big into Warhammer Tabletop. Just a big gamer overall. Other than that, I'm going to pass it back to my man Rooster.
And last but not least, it is I, Rooster Quaid, your humble DM. A little bit about me. I am 32 years old. I'm a professional tattoo artist, as Patrick said. I travel around tattooing beautiful people with beautiful artwork. I'm a father and a husband. I got 3 really fucking cute kids. I was also in the Army. I did 7 years, 3 tours, which is where it's actually where I started playing D&D originally was when I was in Iraq. So, and I've been playing and building this universe that we are going to be playing in since then. I've been DMing for about 8 years now. I'm a big fucking nerd. I like Magic the Gathering. I like all the things. I also have about 12 years of musical theater experience, but that was like when I was real little. I haven't done that in a long time. And other than that, that's it for us. Now that you've met the players, let's explain who we are as a group. The Player's Arc is an idea more than just a physical thing. It's a concept of people building a world and a story together. And it's not just to focus on the characters per se, but rather investing ourselves, our personal selves, into these characters at such a deep level that we're experiencing real emotions, real feelings, thoughts, etc. And we're simply viewing the world that we're building through the eyes of our players. So that it's not a character's arc, it's a player's arc that we're experiencing. And anyone can be a part of the player's arc. You too are invited back home. You can be a part of the player's arc with your friends as well. I said before that I have a group of beautiful friends in front of me. They are also, in my opinion, very kind and genuine people. I believe that everyone here is good, and I think that anyone and everyone should feel welcome at this table or in this chat. It looks like we have a couple people chiming in already, so it's good to see that. Hello, everyone! I'm trying not to look at the TV so I don't prove myself. It's too many words for me. We'll go ahead and talk on this a few times, but I'm going to refer to the number 49 quite a bit due to my...
Oh, we're going there now.
Oh, absolutely. We should just let them know
right
now.
Away?
Immediately.
Okay,
I'm from Oklahoma originally, and it's the 49th state in education. So if you ever hear me say 49 or anyone at the table say 49, it's because I did something very dumb. You were encouraged to also chat 49 anytime you like. I will get words wrong. I am not a smart DM. I am a charismatic DM. with that in mind, we'll talk about some of the things you can expect to see here at our table. I already stated before that this world is something that I've been building for a long time. This is not within the Forgotten Realms. This is not a part of a written thing. The map that I've created, the world that I've created, the geopolitical BS that you're guys are going to witness, and some of the like things that are there, the lore behind elves and such. Those are all going to be things that I've created through my limited knowledge, reading. I don't read, and things like that. So expect things to be different than what you're used to at your table. Everything is homebrew here. The characters, the races, sometimes everything. With that, you'll come to see that we don't play the rules. This is a very rules loose D&D. I'm trying to be a little more stickler about it using this 2024 edition. But again, I don't read. So it's going to be up to you people in the chat to let us know when things aren't going the way that you guys expected them to, as well as at any point we'll open the floor to like everyone at the table to be like, actually grappling would work like this in this edition.
Yeah. We
Cool.
have a storyteller, not an adjudicator.
No. So rules are fun, and there's going to be times where the rules that's written is going to be really useful, and I'll encourage people to constantly look things up. But there's going to be most of the time where I'm going to choose whatever's the most difficult, because in this world that we're creating, life sucks, and it's really hard. And so this is like more like Fallout on survival mode. So your actions and your choices have real life altering consequences. I will Ned Stark your ass so fast. Speaking of the world sucks and is a dark place, the world actually sucks and is a dark place. And all of us use tabletop RPGs to escape reality for a little bit. And so hopefully you guys at home can also escape reality for a couple hours every Thursday by joining us watching this silly little show, which is, I guess, where I'll pass it off to the intro to what we are creating. I introduce to all of you for the very first time ever, episode 1 of Ember's Ruin. Go ahead, JR, let it roll. There's some jams, Mr. Josh over there. All right, opening scene. Okay, so we come in and we see through the clouds breaking steep mountains, the tips of which in the clouds. A little bit of snow on top, blowing, rustling through as the wind pierces through. The rock beneath it, pitch black, jagged, and sharp. Very steep. We pan past to see a vast range of these mountains looking over. The camera soars almost as if a bird. We cut over a large crest of the mountain to look beneath into this hidden oasis of plains, rolling gold, green trees, as far as you can see. And then at the very far back of it, more mountains completely secluded from the rest of the world. We take down, soaring through the skies, getting lower and lower, closer to the ground as we go, until we're in the gold. It's wheat, rustling through. We slow down. We're almost now switching from bird to fox. We're running through this wheat until we get closer and closer and closer to this building, a barn. Old, raggedy, weather-beaten. There's an open window and several doors. A horse lays or stands nearby, munching at some grass or some shit. We go through this window, the camera does, and inside we hear soft humming. We see a young girl hunched over on a stool, milking a cow. To her left, you see a wall of hay, and to her right, an open bay that goes out into more fields, pastures, where you see other miscellaneous animals like sheep, a couple cattle, a horse, a donkey, and obviously right outside, about 20 feet away, is another building, you assume to be a house.
You see light hair, light brown, braided all the way down the side of her body over her shoulder. Light skin and freckles that completely encompass her like a map of constellations. A coif tightly wrapped around her
Bonnet.
hair.
For those with 49.
A bonnet.
Don't know what that is.
Covering her ears. And she is not very covered today because it's hot.
Yeah.
And she's working, and anything more than that would be ridiculously warm. So she has nothing but like a scarf around her neck and like a white peasant blouse that's been rolled up all the way to her elbows. She has several aprons on and rags sort of tucked into her skirts, and a simple pair of worn farmer's boots. And she continues to hum, kind of drifting, her eyes sort of looking back out of the bay out from the bay as she continues milking a cow, and her eyes are just on the clouds, and her thoughts are in the stars.
You hear stomping from outside, and suddenly the door bursts open, and you see your cousin, Therese. Therese, right?
Therese.
Therese. She comes in, and in a stormy fit, she has under one arm a chicken, and again, equally, her hair is sandy blonde up in a bun. Pretty plain looking, young, a little older than you, about a year older than you. She comes in and she just goes, "It's not fair.
What do you want about?
Mom says that Papa wants you to go with him to town. Again. He never takes me." She like plops down on a fucking thing of hay.
When did he say?
Now, I guess. So I'm supposed to take over, and she like lets the chicken run through, and she goes, "So, have fun."
I'll bring you back something nice.
Thank you. She like gives you a hug. She's
yeah,
like,
she kisses her on the cheek.
she like sits down and she goes, "Ooh, and if you see Jared, tell him I said hi."
Aunt Elizabeth wants the milk soon. Hurry.
And she goes, She starts milking the cow.
Excellent. Mary knows all too well Therese's work ethic is not the best of the families.
Poopy.
As the eldest daughter, she has taken to flights of fancy.
Yeah.
And Mary, being the second oldest in the household, picks up a lot of that slack.
Yeah.
But as soon as she hears that, Uncle Happy
Yeah.
is willing to take her.
This is a
into
pretty
the-
common
into the
thing that
village.
Happy's like,
Yeah. She's gonna get distracted
Yeah,
talking to
100%,
who was it,
100%.
Cherub? Is that what you called him?
Jerub,
Jerub?
Yeah, he's the son of the general store.
Yeah, as soon as she hears about this
It's also probably why he doesn't want his daughter going to town.
Exactly,
Yeah, he's like,
exactly.
we're gonna keep them
yeah,
separate.
she's like, "All right, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And I think she waits outside the bay doors just long enough to see if Therese actually starts her work.
She notices you watching, she starts milking the cow.
Thank you, and she runs back to the.
It's about 20 feet away. There's several different like buildings. There's like little passes and stuff like that. That there's a cart. like a wagon kind of thing with the whole canopy and everything set up. There's also like there's just several different small buildings like a farm would have that serve different purposes, but the main house is about 20 feet away. So you run in there,
Yeah.
doors open. There's no reason for this stuff to be
Yeah,
closed. Go ahead.
Oh God, it needs airing out anyway. So windows open.
So it is a 2-story building. We're thinking like very packed down dirt floors. It's sturdy, but it is wooden. You notice like some parts of the structure are like stone, and it looks very nice. It's like it's homely, but it's also pretty homely. So yeah.
Yeah. Do I see Aunt Elizabeth?
Okay, so you walk inside, and through that back door, immediately you're in the kitchen, which is a giant oak table that has like 13 seats around it. But right past the you call it the island, Aunt Elizabeth sits there. She's doing some dishes, and she's like hanging pots up on the rack above it.
Uncle Happy said I'm to go into the village with him.
She goes, "Oh dear, yes. He said to make sure to grab your baskets.
Yes.
Yes. Mrs. Kettleby says that she'd like to trade for them.
Kettleby. All right. Anything else you want me to bring in, or just the baskets?
She turns and she takes she goes, she hands you like a thing of like chives, and she goes, see if we can fetch some strawberries, please.
I'll trade. Mrs. Holbrook is the one with the strawberries, yeah?
She goes, perhaps. Everyone seems to grow many things, so but
Yeah.
comes and goes. If you can, 11.
I will. And I
As
think
like you can hear like the fighting of children in another room, like
Yeah.
something crashes to the floor. Yeah, and then Aunt Elizabeth turns and she's like, I've had, and she's like starts like she like throws the rag down on the counter and she storms into the other room.
I think before Mary goes, she just waits for a minute, and she thinks of her cousin Nancy, and I think she goes over to wherever Nancy's favorite spot is in the house. If there's like a reading nook, well, maybe not reading.
No reading.
Definitely no reading. Not in this family. Sort of some like a place where she would darn socks or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
We'll go ahead and say that there's like a little
A sunny corner.
sunny corner, kind of like a greenhouse-ish
Mhm.
kind of purpose. It's off to the side by the front door, so
Yeah.
opposite of where you were. And she sits there at a little table where usually people would just go to like take off their boots and jackets and stuff like that from the barn work.
Yeah.
But she's sitting there kind of curled up, and she's like you said, making a pair of socks.
Yeah. I think coming up behind her where she couldn't see me,
Mhm.
I just do my best to like
She senses you.
increase my footfall.
Yeah, she senses you.
I'm very used to
She
walking.
kind of like without even turning,
That's
she
not
kind of
scary.
just like gestures the fact that she recognizes your presence, and she continues to
Yeah.
work, and she kind of smiles over her shoulder without even looking at you.
Yeah. I sign to her. You have all our footfalls memorized.
She laughs and she goes, I know far too well. She signs, I don't know. Sign.
I give her a little hair scrunch,
Mhm.
as you would a younger sibling, and I ask her, what color candy can I get you from the town?
She thinks and she signs red.
Red.
Please.
Oh.
All right, so you head outside, and outside you see Uncle Happy, and he's got the wagon, he's got one of the horses, and it's already fairly loaded up with bales of hay, baskets, and crates of different miscellaneous fabrics and other goods. On the side of the cart hangs things like a bushel of onions and or garlic and stuff like that. Simple wagon. It's got 4 wheels. It's got like the little fucking wooden step fucking thing that everyone says
Yeah.
49. I don't know enough about wagons. But you see him, and he sees you, and he goes, Mary, come here, grab the other side.
Okay.
And so you help him lift the bale.
Yeah.
So you see Uncle Happy. He's a shorter human. He's very well tanned. He's got his sleeves rolled up over his biceps, which are very large. He's a little hairy man. He's got whereas most of the girls in this family, the women in this family, have very like sandy blonde hair. He has like jet black hair,
Yeah.
which you know that the youngest boys also have jet black
Yes,
hair.
The girls all are blonde.
So he's got like them like real masculine. Like, picture every one of us wishes we looked like, just really hairy forearms, huge. And he's bald on top, but he's got like what's remaining of the hair on the sides. He's got a little 5 o'clock shadow, and he's just got lots of like happy smile wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like a man that smiles far too much in the sun all the time. And he's got a little the things. Yep. Hold his pants up.
Suspenders.
Suspenders. Thank you. Again, I have a lot of shit in my head right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So he's got the suspenders, and he's got simple pants that come down to like right past his knees. And he's got like simple like work sandals. He's not wearing like boots or anything like that. Not today. And so he grunts as you help him lift it up into there, and he goes. He says, "Do me a favor. Go over to the shack there and grab the last pallet." And it's you see that there's a box of knitted garments that the family has collected.
Great. I make my
You
way over.
also know that that's where you keep your baskets.
Yes. I think I am.
It's kind of like a weird storeroom.
Yeah,
that
it's a storeroom.
You don't need the baskets in the house all the time.
Yeah.
The house is, which by the way, when you're in the living room or the kitchen, you see these baskets everywhere, all different variety of quality here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks at the baskets, looks at her fingers.
Yeah.
She feels the ache of having made many of
Yeah.
these, and I think that she places them, like she stacks them from like least valuable to like most precious. So like the things that took the specialty linen or like flax as she wove them, she keeps those separate so that she knows that they're to be bartered at a higher sort of level.
Yeah.
She keeps them separate.
Cool. So you grab some stuff.
And
Come
goes,
on back. All right. And he's already up on the top. He smacks the seat, and you put the stuff up there, and you hop up in there. And he goes, "Off we go." And you know from experience that going to town happens once a month, once every other month during the warmer seasons. The winters here are harsh, as you can imagine, living up in these mountains. The summer is very hot. The elevation is high. Even being at the bottom of the mountains, you're still
This
very
is-
high.
yeah.
Yeah, so summers are hot.
we're
You
sort
look
of like
above
the
you,
basin
and
between
yeah, so like you're kind of like this like if you were to like lay down and look up, you see the mountains all around you, and like the clouds rolling over, and the sun just beats when at its highest, the sun beats straight down on you, like it's hot. It sucks. But you know that winter when it does come, going to town doesn't happen. So you guys store and collect and all this other stuff. So going to town happens at about once a month. It's about an hour's ride.
Yeah.
To get perspective, this entire valley is massive, very secluded, but massive enough that the farmers here, which there's probably, I don't know, 200 people within Offsky, which is the name of the town. But all of them, it pretty much sustains itself. They go outside of town here and there, but even those ventures take months, and so those things are often done right before winter, and only when absolutely necessary. Okay, so
I think,
you guys.
Mary
go
is on the cart, and she knows that it's going to take a while to get into town, and she's just kind of bouncing in her own small way.
He sees your giddy hands and he hands you the reins.
Oh,
And he lays back and he pulls out like one of those straw hats and he puts it on.
Yeah.
He goes.
absolutely.
He kind of just smiles at you and winks, and he just puts his feet up and starts to let you do the thing.
She's definitely.
There's a lot of trust in you that he doesn't necessarily give his other children.
She's
Yeah.
not used to having idle hands, and she tries not to speed them up too much. But there's just a little increase
little,
in
yeah.
pace.
You want to name the horse? What's the horse's name?
Primrose.
Primrose?
What's the horse look like to be described?
It's a paint. If you ask me what the horse looks like, my answer is always going to be a paint. My horse back when I was growing up was a paint, so it's always going to be paint.
Nice.
Unless I don't like the horse and I plan on killing the horse, then it'll be something
You
completely
can't
different.
kill the horse.
I will kill the horse.
Horse.
Everything
It's
can
like my
die.
favorite animal.
There goes the PETA sponsorship.
This is what.
There goes the PETA sponsorship.
Don't bring companions into this game. Be like, I have a dog. Be like, that was you're.
That's a
I'm,
bad choice.
you put me in a really tough spot.
I'll make you kill it.
Because you bring a dog to a dungeon.
that dog's gonna die.
Listen, there's things that eat things bigger than dogs. Yeah. So, the horse named Primrose is a beautiful paint. And she kind of neighs you. And you guys take off. Cool. And so we will fast forward. About an hour goes by. You end up rolling into town. Think old Western, but with a somewhat more New England style of like the buildings. They're just like they're not shitty rickety things. They're nicely made. But again, they are somewhat like think of like just beat down dirt. If like the buildings all around them, there's a sense of community that there's kind of a center of town, which kind of is right around the general store. But there is no governing office. There are no churches here. There is no mayor. This is a community where everyone just simply trades, barters, and lives as a what's a good word for that? Community or commune. Minus the weird ritualesque things. Cool. So you know that the general store, again, no labels on the buildings. It's not like there's not a big sign that says general room. But you ride up to it and you see that there's already a couple of carts outside with a series of different members from town unloading and loading different things, trading. This is a good place that instead of going house to house to trade these things, you go to the general store to do most of that. You see Mr. Cobbs, who is this very large orc with a shaggy mop of black hair. Again, similarly dressed to your uncle. Simple white shirt pulled up to his forearms, suspenders, hardy boots, and simple pants. And he's got his tusks out. And he's kind of pointing and directing a series of hands that are helping moving things around. You pull up and hop on down. Your uncle is also, he takes his hat off and groans as he hops down. Mr. Cobbs, the general store owner, he goes, Happy, good to see you. And Happy's already like grabbing a crate to like hand it down to him. And he goes, come inside. I'll have Gerald get the rest. And then as that's happening, he looks at you as you're hopping down. And he goes, Mary, will you be joining us?
Join you?
Yes, Renee would love to see you.
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay, perfect. And as you say that, Uncle Happy, he looks at you and he goes, baskets?
We have time for baskets.
All right. And you guys all enter inside. And inside, big, long, like as long as the building is, large counter, and people are trading back and forth. And to the left is just an open bay with tables and people kind of like, think of every farmer's market you've ever been to, of different things, but including people like pigs. You know what I mean? This place has a little bit of everything. It's very loud. Can we get some music for that?
Town music?
We're in a noisy
Marketplace.
Less taverny because there's no music playing. But do your DJ thing. And so you walk in, and sure enough, Jared or Mr. Cobbs walks up to his son, who is a fine-looking young orc, and he kind of gestures to the wagon. He like hops over the little side of the counter, and he runs out there and starts moving stuff around. He kind of like gives you a little wave as he passes you. But you see Renee, his daughter, who is behind the counter as well, and she's listening to another townsperson. We'll call them. Great. I've listed 1,000 names. Didn't make this up. We'll call him Mr. Snow. We'll just fucking Mr. Snow. Mr. Snow is another human, and he's an old geezer, like fucking old as shit. And he's like explaining the intricacies of why his beats are a different color and how that makes it worth. Like not even trying to haggle, but just like explaining. He's like, no. And so what we do is we put these minerals and Renee's just listening to this and just like, just listening to it. So you see her, and she notices you, and she goes, "Oh, I'll be right back." And the guy keeps fucking talking. And she kind of like saunters over to you. You're opposite each other on the countertop now. She goes, "Hey,
how do you put minerals in the ground?"
She goes, "You're welcome to ask him."
I don't think I'll be doing that.
Yeah, and it seems that the old man is still looking at where Renee was, still talking, and hasn't noticed that she's not even there. The dude's just.
And I think Mary just goes.
She puts her hand on you. She goes,
"Oh, okay. I have baskets and I have chives and I need strawberries and I was hoping to get some more comfrey, some more yarrow-root, some more red hot.
She's writing all this down because she has a memory that isn't mine, and she's like, yeah. I'll let you tell me what those things are again in a minute.
Before I forget, some woad.
But she goes, I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
And she before she turns, she goes, Mrs. Kettleby prefers carrots. Wanted to trade carrots for baskets. I know that she stopped by a couple days ago and asked. And she also and she pulls out a little like a small jar of honeycomb. And she goes. Also, this is due to her if you don't mind bringing it to her when you get.
Of course.
But then she goes and she's collecting things. She's gonna be gone for a few minutes. Is there anything you want to do while you're here?
I look for Jared.
Yeah. So Jared is like back and
He's just
forth.
hopping.
He's like. I mean, you see him. He's taking these bales of hay and like
Yeah.
a crate under his arm. And he's like walking through the door here to the general mill store is like way wider than a regular door because they expect things to be coming through. And he's huffing them over where you know that your guys' farm remind me of the Gladwell. The Gladwell farm has like its own little like spot, and he's kind of like setting all that up there.
Yeah. I think Mary considers whether or not to sort of like stoke the infatuation that Therese has with Jared.
Mhm.
And so she sort of like watches him do a couple rounds of passing by as she's like getting her thing.
You get a feeling that, and from experience as well, Jared is a really good dude. He's kind. He's big and strong. He seems to be very community based, much like his father. But he is far more like his mother in ways where he's a bit of a daydreamer. So you could see why other girls in town might be like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just sort of off somewhere, which Mary finds.
not even that, but it's
strange.
kind of charming. It's like he's
Yeah.
like he'll sit up against a tree and just look at the clouds. Whereas like most men are like, oh, it's Russell and shit. And he's just like
Yeah.
Eh.
Soft soul.
Yeah, he's not. There's not a lot of ego there.
Yeah. Do you need a hand?
Yes, that would be lovely. I don't know why I gave him that accent, but he goes, yes, thank you. And he hands you the crate that was with him as he bails it over. And so
Mary attempts to like shoulder it, and she's like testing to see
he
how.
yes. No.
Yeah.
He just sets it down.
She puts it back down. She was just trying to be impressive. She can carry it, but
Yeah,
maybe
and
not.
so he's kind of like shuffled a couple things. He goes, yes. How are you?
I have made 100 baskets since I've last seen you.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of baskets.
That's a lot of baskets.
You wouldn't happen to have a need, would you?
I'm sure I can ask Papa. His baskets fetch well usually, so I imagine they've gotten better. So I'm sure we can start trading them for you. He goes, yeah, happy to help you unload a few. Did you bring many?
How many did I bring?
I don't know how many did you grab in your one little armhole.
I think if she was stacking them, she could probably get like
7.
7 big ones and then like a couple like small stacks.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, I grabbed them already. They're right there, and they're like kind of like tucked to the side.
Okay. Goodness.
He goes, I could give them to Renee and have her put them behind the counter on display. Perhaps that'll be better.
Yes. The blue ones have been made especially, so those have a slightly more value to them.
All right,
Just due to the artistry.
I'll let Mama know.
Okay.
She'll take care of that.
Good. I need to find strawberries.
Who was the lady who you mentioned?
Miss Holbrook.
He goes, Miss Holbrook usually has them. She's not doing well lately, so
Is she not?
no. So we haven't seen her in the last couple of weeks.
I look around the farmer's market. Do I have is there any like herbalism stuff nearby? Plenty. Do you know what's ailing her?
Sprained ankle, I believe.
Sprained ankle. I can bring by an anti-inflammatory.
Yep.
49.
I know what that means. I don't think Jared's like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's
great.
cool with me.
And I think she just
She jolts over to so and so.
Yeah. She makes a couple trades.
Okay.
Maybe for the
Herbs necessary.
Yeah, for the herbs.
You have the proficiency for it too and all that, right?
For what?
Herbalism.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I amongst this group, we have
absolutely.
fucking everything.
We have
So cool.
so much.
Sounds good.
So much. And she begins as she's like walking to like take out the mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
And then she realizes that she can't do this while walking, and so she like sits down, but she's like really impatient with it, and then she finally finishes it, puts it into one of her vials, puts it back into her leather pouch, and like
right around that time, Renee comes back out and she's collected all the things, and she's instead of bringing 2, she's actually already bringing them to the car. And so No, she would have brought him to the counter to do trade.
Yeah, to do the trade.
And Uncle Happy walks over and he goes, I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this, Millie.
Get Lisbeth, Aunt Lisbeth, a bolt of, what was it she wanted? I think it was iris root fabric. Could you get that for her?
He goes, already on it.
Thank you.
Yeah. He goes, if you do see anything nice for her as well, that'd be lovely.
Okay.
It'll be from me, of course.
Okay.
He gives you a wink. He gives you a little nod. He's that like he's very much in love with his wife.
Yeah.
But also he needs to do what's going on here, so
Yes.
venturing into town is not going to be his thing.
Absolutely. Once I've made my tincture of calendula, I bring it to Mrs. Holbrook.
Perfect. So you venture out of the building and do you not tell you don't tell Jared? Perfect. I love it. I never would have told my fucking sister's fucking crush.
If he had asked about her, maybe.
I don't think he's tracking.
No?
I don't think he gives a fuck. All right. You walk outside and past all the commotion that's going on outside. It's not crazy, but across the street there's like an ale house that that some of the locals go to drink. It's more of like a guy's house that he like has renovated his living room to have people, and he like makes his own meads and stuff. And off to the left you see off to your left is the direction you need to go to see Mrs. Holbrook, as well as Mrs. Scuttleby. As you are going, there's birds in the sky. There's a fresh breeze rolling through. On either side, the town kind of like there's hills leading out of town, and there's a series of different buildings. I mean, there's even some fields from those who live closer in town that have their own things that they produce, cabbages and such like that, corn. And in a short grassed field nearby, you hear a dozen kids or so running around like playing, and they're like whacking a rock with a stick, and they're playing D&D version of baseball. So you hear the loud crack of a rock.
Yeah.
And all the kids are like, like one's running around, and like you could watch to try to figure out what the rules are, but most likely you're still not going to catch it because the rules
They're
are
making it up.
infinitely crazier than regular baseball. Yeah.
Excellent. I think she forges ahead, single-minded.
As you are getting closer to those kids playing, you kind of stop for a moment. And you kind of just like are enjoying the laughter that's happening, or whatever. Just simply observing it for a moment. And with the crack of the stick, one of the rocks sails far out of bounds, far in a direction that should not have been, and it crashes through not a window because there's no like glass pane here, or maybe there is. I don't know. Yeah, there is. Fuck it. There's glass. So there's a crack of glass, and all of a sudden you're like looking at it, and out peers this old man. You know him as Old Man Crow. And he's this old dwarven man. He's got a foggy eye, and he's missing 2 fingers on his left hand. His least cool fingers. And he swings he like opens the window, and he like swings out, and he's looking, and the kids are all scattering. They're diving into the grass behind other buildings and such, and you're just standing there 15 feet away from this thing, and he's just glaring you down.
Oh no.
And he's just
no.
I mean, this is a good whack. Like, this is a pretty good distance. This is some not MLB. Yeah. Major League Baseball. Yeah, this is some MLB shit right here. Like, it was a good crack.
Yeah.
So like he's like staring you down, and it's not an uncommon thing. You've noticed over the years that Mr. Crow, Old Man Crow, does not fucking like you for no reason in particular. He just doesn't fucking like you. He doesn't really like a lot of people though, so you don't really take too much to it. And as he's staring you down, he just kind of like grabs his shutters and slams it. And with that, you can continue to walk over to Mrs. Holbrook.
She kind of like shakes off like the sort of piercing look that he gave her, and tries to shrug it off so that she's not still thinking about it by the time she's going to see this ill woman. When I get to the Holbrook house, is there like indication of where she would have fallen? Like, is there a dangerous step? Is there?
I can do you one better. As you're walking up, you see her and her husband both sitting in their rocking chairs on the front porch, and she's got her little leg like a little
Splint,
makeshift
yeah.
splint with some wrapping or whatever. And they're older. They're the older guy is we'll say he's a halfling. We'll say they're both halflings. JK, that's Mrs. Kettleby. We'll say that the Holbrooks are both dwarven because I like short races. And he's just white of hair and she's still got some red in it. But she's just sitting there and they're rocking and she goes, "Hello, darling."
Hello. I heard.
The old man smokes a pipe.
Yeah. I heard you weren't doing so well.
She goes, "Oh, it's nothing."
I've brought you something.
She goes, "Oh," and she looks at the bat. Oh, the honeycomb. Yeah, the honeycomb.
I have the honeycomb and I have the tincture.
Oh, and she goes to get up. She goes, "Oh," and
No,
her
no,
husband
You set.
her husband gets up. He's like,
You set.
"The old man too."
Set. My legs are good for walking. I can do it.
She says, she goes, "Thank you, darling. On the front counter, you were looking for strawberries."
Strawberry.
She goes, "Front counter, there's some strawberries. Yeah, and Elizabeth will
Oh,
love them."
you know Lisbeth so well.
Yes.
I go in, and I think without even asking, like without even thinking about it, she lights the small fire to get the kettle going. She makes them cups of tea. She puts honey in the tea, and she brings out tea to them.
It's like a 30-minute ordeal, but yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
Like,
And
oh,
like-
she takes
And like
the
you just see
time.
the old man like,
Yeah.
he's like peeking in. He's like, yeah.
And I think after that, she explains how to use the salve, and she puts it in Miss Holbrook's hand.
Perfect. And she like hollers back while you're back there. She like hears you and all that, and she goes, "If you leave one of those baskets, you can take 2 boxes of strawberries."
You know what? I think I will.
You're gonna use these fucking baskets as barter chips everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
They love them. They love them, and like these ones are good. Like they're quality. And most people, and like as you're in there, you see one of your baskets from like the year prior, and it's still being used. It's bad.
Yeah, it's shoddy. Yeah, shoddy crushes.
She's got like 3 or 4 of them, and they're all like way worse.
Yeah.
And so she's like,
baby's first basket.
yeah, she's like throwing a basket, throwing a basket, and
I think the baskets she makes now are like watertight, and they're like she can do like simple design, less than simple designs. In
they're like
she's
the regular wheat looking shit where they're white, but then they've got like some purple and blue woven through it from the staining.
Yeah.
You're very textile savvy on your like your farm is very textile oriented.
Yeah, and I think that she looks at those, just goes, "You should get rid of that."
You say it to yourself or to her?
I think she can hear it.
Yeah, she doesn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But you show her how to use the salve or whatever, and she kind of like she humors you while you explain it, as if she doesn't know how to make a salve.
Yeah.
But she goes,
Well, I've already made it.
she
so
goes,
it's
"You're
all
far
fine."
too sweet." Yes.
Okay. Oh my gods! I need to go back. I didn't tell Happy I was going. I have to go.
He's sorry. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He knows. You're good.
He knows.
Yeah. He specifically had told you too, like,
Yeah.
"I'll take care of this. You go
Get
fetch the
back.
thing." Remember, because you had the conversation with him where he was like, "Get your aunt something nice for me."
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fine. Yeah. So you leave her porch and you continue to skip her on down, further down the lane, and you know that Mrs. Kettleby's house, which is she lives alone. Picture this like little round. It's slightly round. It's got like all the like the little garden, and whereas most people are growing things that are useful and very like they have a purpose, she's got just like flowers and shit,
Nice.
which is pretty, and there's a use to them, but for the most part, not in the same way that like things that nourish the body and can be turned into things. But she's got like this place is very whimsical. It's got a little wind, like the little wind chime thing on it, all the windmill and all this other. Yeah, a little rooster on there, except it's like a fucking griffin or some shit. Yeah, it's like the windows are oddly like jutted out, and like this place looks like it was made by someone whose husband was off his rocker.
We're just
Yeah.
creeping on
Patrick's
the.
getting a
on
lot
the-
of love.
Again, love. General consensus
Chat.
is speak a little louder from the players.
Excellent.
Both of us, or
Just the players.
okay, got it.
AKA you, Mary.
Just you.
That's gonna be you two
You've been talking.
motherfuckers in a minute too. I'm
Sorry,
you're gonna have
sorry,
to
can I
speak
start
up,
something?
project.
I would never.
Yeah. Cool. Patrick will take his shirt off for, no, I was kidding. For
50
$5.
gifted subs.
10 gifted subs. I'm making him take his shirt off.
He's like, I'll take my shirt off with the sweater staying on. It's one of those magic tricks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
All right. You make way over to Mrs. Kettleby, and sure enough, she's in the garden. She's this little halfling, and like she's got like this weird like hat on. It's like, again, larger than life. It's a pretty color. She's just like hobbling around.
I've got to learn to make one of those.
She goes, I can show ya. That was not the voice I prepared, but I like it.
Yeah.
Like immediately just turns. She's like, I can show ya.
Very, very witch-like, but not
Very
a
witch-like.
witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's this is like crazy on. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Uh,
She goes, come, take a look at this. And she you open the little gate and come in. And sure enough, she's like looking at this bizarre version of a fantasy butterfly that's like got wings, not just 2 sets of wings, but like they're like weirdly attached. There's like a 5th one for some reason. She's like, look, and it's like starting to come out of its thing. It's just
the most asymmetrical
it's
butterfly.
Encompagus.
You
No,
ruined beautiful butterfly.
I made a beautiful butterfly with a magical twist.
Yeah.
And she's like, look at it. And it's cool. It's like a moment to bewilder as it's pulling itself free of its little thing. Cocoon.
Does Miss Kettleby?
She's like
Sorry.
this tall.
The
Does
worst part
Miss-
is they're gonna, like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Does Miss Kettleby have children of her own? Have they grown up and
Oh yeah, no. She had a son who has left off Sky. He went to see the world and never. She's like never heard from him.
I think subconsciously knowing that Mary is like
That would have been like
for-
before. That would have been like when you were super fucking young.
Yeah. Does she have any like mementos of her son?
I mean, not that you know of.
Excellent.
She doesn't have like a picture of him hanging around her neck or anything. Yeah.
I think
Check it out.
If she knew about the son and leaving and not returning.
You've heard like whispers around town of like, because here in Off Sky, it's not that they like threaten that the world outside is dangerous. It's more of this like why would you want to go? Like it's perfect here. Like this place is untouched by the rest of society, and like we don't have to worry about all the hubbub of just the day-to-day dangers of living. Like this place is safe. It's sacred. Like they raise their children to love this place, not fear the outside world. You know, they're not discouraging people from going out, but they're like, but like, why would you do that? And so you hear this. It's not uncommon for people to leave Off Sky, but you know that her son left when he was like in his 20s, and that's a long time ago.
I think.
She doesn't seem to. She doesn't really talk about it.
Yeah.
But you've never heard her talk about it.
Okay. I've just heard what Happy and Elizabeth have told me.
Yeah, they're like, or even just people around town gossiping and shit, because people have nothing better to do.
Yeah. I think if like from what Mary's heard, she thinks about all of the baskets she's made and all of the people she's gifted them to, and she wonders if that is what she'll continue doing for the next
Forever.
year and the next
You-
year and the next year.
You wonder if looking at Mrs. Kettleby be this crazy gardener lady, if you're like, is this what I'm going to be one day? Is like,
Am I
this
just
is all
gonna
I'm.
have a
Am I
house?
just going to be the lady who makes fucking baskets till I die?
Am I just gonna have a house full of baskets? Am I gonna live in a house made of basket?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a funny thought to think about. Yeah.
And I think she just gets lost in thought for a minute until something that Miss Kettleby says shakes her out of it.
She walks over. She's like, you came for carrots? She's just
Yes.
got big, like giant fucking carrots.
Oh my god.
There's a reason that these are worth a basket. Yeah.
Oh wow. Those are amazing.
She goes, uh-huh.
How'd you keep the rabbits away?
She goes, stew. She goes, yeah. She goes, I encourage them. I want them to come. A couple of carrots for a rabbit. That's a great deal. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have any extra?
Carrots? Yeah. I've got tons. Stew? Yes. Yes.
I think she asks if you can take a bolt with her.
She goes, well. She's like trying to think. She's like,
Do you want to see if a basket will hold a bowl of soup?
No. But like, you're gonna be trading a basket for carrots.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do some. We can do some rolling actually.
I mean, basically,
Roll for soup. Rolling for soup.
Roll for soup.
Rolling for soup.
First roll of the game is for soup.
It's gotta be
That's how it
about
has to
something.
be.
So you're gonna. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm going to have you first make your. We're gonna do some barter here, right? You're like, I want some soup, and she's gonna be like, you gotta sweeten the pot, sweetheart. Like, so we're gonna do some talking first, and then the die is gonna do some things.
Okay.
Okay. So after
We're gonna do some talking first. What else?
we're gonna do the barter. Then
Yeah.
we'll roll some dice.
Okay.
And based off what you say, I'm going to give you an addition, a plus to your roll. Now, I'll go ahead and pause for a second. I want to go ahead and I want to see how this works here.
I mean, I can get you some intense soup music.
So this
Rolling for soup.
this is a good opportunity to introduce some of our mechanics here for our viewing audience. How many points should someone yay about have at this point, Mr. JR?
Quite a few. We have not gone ahead and made the unique for the quick cards.
No, okay, that's
We're
fine.
working on developing.
They shouldn't have enough to be able to do that anyway. So,
But if they want to, like, if you want them to positively or negatively impact that roll,
you think somebody's at least got about 500? You know what? There's people that have been watching the compound long enough that they definitely have some points laying around. So I'm going to go ahead and explain a couple things for the viewing audience. If you're new to the compound, this will be all new stuff to you. And if you are not new to the compound, this will also still be new to you. So in other compound games, there have been different ways you can spend your
Channel points.
Channel points. I've never done anything on this app, Twitch. So this is all very new to me. But essentially, there's ways that you can interact with the game by using these points that you accumulate. Obviously, if you are watching this and you are not subscribed, you're only making X amount of points per hour with sometimes a little bonus thing that pops up. I don't fucking know. If you guys already know this, just tell me to shut the fuck up.
Your mustache is immaculate, by the way.
That's my friend.
Thanks. I spent far too long. It was giving me a hard time. So basically what you can do is you can, there's a bunch of ways to make points, whatever. You can spend them here by in increments of 500 or 1,000. If you want to give a player a +1 to their roll, you can spend 500 points per +1. These +1s can happen anytime for each character, as well as giving myself a +1. And you can also give a -1 to any character at the table, as well as giving it to myself. However, these things are often going to happen when we open the table to them, whether that be a player's like, ooh, I could really use some help, guys. Or if I'm like, hey, guys, this is a serious moment. Or maybe I just fucking want to mess with you and I want to be like, hey, guys, anybody want to chime in here and give them a minus? But it has to be locked in right before. We're going to open the table for it so it's not just popping up randomly, because there is also a delay, right? How long is the delay?
right now it's looking like about 10 seconds.
Okay, so there's about a 10-second delay. So obviously, we'll open it up, we'll close it, we'll take the pluses and minuses and then apply it, and then we'll roll the dice to do so. This is the first opportunity, if anybody wants to chime in, to give Mayreed pluses or minuses.
Roll
You
for
guys-
soup?
Roll for
Roll
soup.
for
Now,
soup.
we're going to go and open that right now, and I will let you guys know when we're closing it. But for right now, we're going to use that time to have the conversation of how you're going to barter.
Yeah.
So it is going to give you some time to accumulate some pluses or minuses. Mr. J, I'm assuming you're able to account for how that works? Get
Yeah,
back to us.
if I see anything pop up, I will inform.
Awesome, cool. We'll just keep tally, and then when it comes time to roll the die, we'll add it all up. All right. She goes, so you say, can I have some soup? And she goes, I don't know. Can you? I see a few baskets. You've got, do you have anything, like, or do you have any rings? Do you have anything of trade? Are you like, I got a fucking cloth? Do you have any, like, hand-stitched things?
I think she would have like handkerchiefs that she's worked on
Yeah.
embroidering in her free time, and I think that it's still like her embroidery is not as good as.
But it's still
her
artistic in a way that most
basket
people may not have,
True.
they may not appreciate it, but she
Yes.
probably fucking loves that shit.
And she also has the know-how to make certain tinctures and salves and like herbalism stuff.
Okay.
That if she had, like, if she saw around the garden, if she had like excess of certain stuff.
I'm going to assume that this bitch knows how to make some herbalism shit.
Yeah. well,
But
it was worth a
things
shot.
like, Zen, I don't think she made this hat. So the handkerchiefs with little like scenes of mountains or flowers or, you know, people or whatever the fuck it is in pretty little colors,
Yeah.
that might be something that she might be like, ooh!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So she's like, would you like to
Plus
barter?
one- We have +1 for the soup so far.
+1.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. This is a cool. I've never done this before. All right. So she opens up bartering to you. She's still standing there holding like 2 fucking giant handfuls of carrots. Like the size of her forearms, which
Okay.
she's smaller, but still is
I
impressive.
take one of the baskets that has a handle,
Mhm.
and I place it, and I put the carrots inside.
Yep, so she goes.
And that's just
"Mhm."
how I'm carrying it. And then I give her the basket that I want to trade for the carrots.
Mhm.
And then I take out.
She goes, swap those. I like that one better.
I swapped the one. The one that had the handle is like slightly darker, and it's more. I'm thinking
You can tell
maybe
she's just
it's
testing you. You've now entered barter with this lady. She's like,
Interesting.
yeah. She's like,
Barter.
I actually wanted that one.
So there's a -1 for soup.
Yeah.
So now you're just square.
Yeah.
By the gods.
Amazing.
Ooh, what kind of soup? That's a question.
Rabbit soup.
Rabbit soup.
Rabbit soup.
What's in it per se? We'll find out. Maybe she should ask.
Rabbit.
What kind of soup?
She goes,
Rabbit.
well, I'm so glad you asked. Come inside. And she like hobbles away. And she like goes in this little door. She's like, come.
Do you
Can I
dare
fit?
enter?
Yeah, it's a normal fucking
Oh,
door.
okay.
She's
She's
just short. Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a little shorter. Her husband made the house
Okay.
for her before he passed. Yeah.
I think she steps in and she's just like looking.
It's very like
around,
roundish.
pothos plants and
Yeah.
like
It's cool. It's fun.
yeah, cool.
And sure enough,
You're at +1 for the soup. I missed one.
All
right.
Yeah,
We'll
Chat's
tally it up at the
fucking
very
huge.
end, and that way, Mayreed can. We're gonna let Mayreed focus, and we'll get through this simple barter. All right. So she walks in, and sure enough, there is a kettle hanging above a fire,
Yeah.
and she goes, well, in this one, and she like looks down, and she goes, I seem to have forgotten. Hold on, and she's like scooping it out, and she's like, there's some onion, and there's a potato. There's a red potato too. There's carrots, obviously. There's garlic. There's rabbit. There seems to be. I think there was a little rabbit and there's a big rabbit. So there's got those two. And she goes to name off a couple other herbs and stuff. And she's like very hearty. She goes, you grow big and strong. And she
she flexes.
With
Yeah.
the carrots.
No, the carrots are yeah. Meanwhile, her eyes are like weirdly beady and open all the time.
Yeah.
Like, just
yeah.
she's
kinda putting
very
me off.
excited. No, she's cool. She's cool.
She's putting me off.
Yeah.
This is
Um,
a carrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I designed her to be this super sweet lady.
Her
Her
now
voice
she's
was
got a
so.
little bit
She's
of
got a
that.
Yeah, she's like.
She's also acting like Yoda.
Yeah, it's cool.
she I think okay, she needs to trade for something pretty.
Mhm.
I think she takes out she was sampling with some fabric dye.
Okay.
And I think she dyed a
She died. All right, roll a new character. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
she dyed a piece of linen with woad, and so it's this really dark iris blue, like a indigo blue.
Okay.
And I think she started stitching in like patterns of flowers with some thread, like some pink thread and some green thread.
Okay.
And I think she just goes like this.
She goes, oh, Charles would have loved this. And she takes it, and it's much larger in her hand. She's like, I love it. For just a soup? Well, and she sets it down and she pulls out her leather gloves that are on her side, and they're like very beaten. They're like patched up. They're like just they've had 20 plus years, and they've been patched and repaired and so many different things. They're stained and worn. She goes, I can't take all that for just a soup. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you a soup and the old gloves. She hands them over, and she goes, is that a good deal?
I think she looks at the gloves and she like holds them. She feels like the leather that has been like worked to the point where it's like really smooth.
And she's got like some manly hands for a halfling. So like
She's a gardener. She's
yeah.
like
So like
that.
you guys will have like it'll be a good fit.
And Mary just goes, oh, Miss Kettleby.
She goes, oh, don't be like that. Here, take the soup. I'll take this. And she takes it, and she goes, oh, and she like goes and like puts it on this like she like puts it on the armrest of this like little like the equivalent of a lazy boy. It was like just like puts it on what clearly is not her chair. She takes it, and she just places it on that. She like very prepared. She stands back. She goes, I love it.
I could make it into a pillowcase if you're looking for something more.
No. It's just how he would have liked it. You know, he always had a runny nose.
Oh.
And he loved the... What kind of flowers on it?
Ooh.
He loved petunias.
He loved petunia.
He did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's perfect. Now get out of my house.
Goodbye, Miss Kettleby.
Goodbye, dear. And she like waves you out.
You didn't
I
even make
think
her
she
roll
takes
for it.
the-
Oh wait! Oh, hold on! Pause. I forget. Roleplay. All right. So
I
what are
take
we
the
at?
gloves. I want the gloves.
She has a +1.
All right. This is your first roll of the
First roll
game,
of
so
this.
I completely forgot. I was like, I just like
You're
this.
in the zone.
Yeah, I was in the zone. Go ahead and give us your, for the very first time, you have to choose your die. If you roll poorly, you melt it. We feed it to Patrick's new dog. You can have it back when she's done.
Okay. What type of roll is this?
This is going to be a persuasion roll.
Okay. Ready?
And I'm also going to make a roll. You will not see my roll, though. And it'll be off of her persuasion. The idea is that you want to roll higher than her. If you roll higher than her, she will incorporate the gloves. If you roll lower than her, you are only doing soup for a handkerchief. Deal? You're still gonna get the soup. But if you want them gloves, you gotta roll higher than that.
Don't roll bad.
I
Just
really
roll
want
well.
gloves.
You guys can also
Plus
give me
one
minus
in the chat,
ones.
right?
So
Okay.
I'll give it a few seconds to see if anybody wants to give me a -1 to help.
If you need intense soup music.
Yeah, give me some tense
Negotiations.
Tense
I'm
negotiations.
so ready for.
Negotiations. We've lost all
It's taken
communications.
us, like almost an hour to
Just
bar
for
just
Just
for
for
Mary's
Sue.
first
No, it's
scene.
perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. It's perfect.
This is terrible.
That's
That was
the
a joke.
worst thing
That was
I've
a
ever.
joke.
You're fired.
That was a joke!
Okay.
All right, let's let her rip. We're gonna both roll. You want higher than me. You get a +1. We're gonna go ahead and close the barters or the points here now. Go ahead. That's not good for you. I
That's
rolled,
You got a +1 too on top of your
Mr. Pattywhack. You can look.
Okay. I don't hate her roll.
Really?
Oh!
Oh, she had a 19, and I'm not giving you modifiers. So yeah, you get it. Good
20,
job.
yeah.
Yeah. So she's very moved, and so she does in fact give you the. I can't believe I rolled a natural 19.
I know.
I'm not giving her any modifiers, so that's perfect. Yeah. She haggles for you for a second. She's like, and you're like, you see that she's really like interested, and you're like, I don't know, for just soup. She's like, it's soup. It's really good soup, and you're like, but it's really good. And you did say your husband liked it, and so she's like, what about these gloves? And you're like, fine. It's like deal, and you guys shake on it, and then she's like, and then you offer to make the pillowcase and all that shit. She's like, no, it's fine,
Okay.
and it's very warming and all that stuff.
Okay. Okay, I should go.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
so you have now successfully acquired gloves,
Okay,
carrots,
great.
strawberries, and you have aided in your efforts to do the things around town, and we will
Yeah.
end your scene.
Soup.
You get your first roll ever for soup.
Roll
And
soup.
without that +1, you would have it would have been a tie.
I know.
So
Thank
that
you.
is
Thank you, chat.
Thank you,
who
chat.
was that? Do we know?
Well, someone hindered. So
So
I'm-
we had
Someone hindered.
Demi and Overlord Arcana had boosted her roll. TLD 920 had minus it.
I like TLD. TLD's my kind of guy. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's keep them getting them minuses. All right. Very fun. Okay, we're gonna pan over to you two, you beautiful gents, and we are going. Remember, we do want to speak up a little bit more, because people need to hear us if they're having a hard time hearing me read. All right. Gurgle.
I hate that.
All right.
So much.
Okay. So, let's see. Give me some like.
Either way.
So think walking a path in the woods. Some I don't know.
It's aviating.
Tailgating? Is that a real word? Okay.
I don't know. I just made it up.
It is now.
49!
49.
Or one of us is 49. Alright. One of us. Alright, cool. Like through the trees we see two sets of footsteps going down a dirt path. You can tell that there's lush grass all around, and there's the two sets of footsteps. One is much heavier than the other. And as we pan out, we see two figures. We see one in a like brownish trench coaty looking thing, and the other in a what seems to be like suit of armor and covered in rags. The one in rags is like 2 feet, like a foot and a half taller than the other. You guys are walking.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and you guys are simply walking down this well-traveled route. You're walking past people. There's a cart here and there, and you guys approach a town. Think the woods that you're thinking of are like these giant green evergreen like trees. Like this is like very thick forest area. And you guys approach a small sign that hangs by chains, and you see on it says Elmerson. As you guys continue to walk in, the town of Elmerson, they've got cobble roads, and most of the buildings here are made of stone, with some like clay roofs and wooden structures on the inside as well. Describe what we see as actually I'll go a step further. As you guys continue to walk, we kind of just see these two silhouettes of these figures walking through the streets as people kind of like go back and forth, and there's chickens running across the street, and there's just these very normal peasantly looking people. There's some people in like armor and swords. There's plenty of people walking around with bows on their back, and it seems that the shorter of the two characters is leading the pact in regards to the direction that they're going. And looking for something very specific, you come across a large building with a simple sign hanging outside of it that says Gunther and Sons, the Anvil. And you hear that loud clink, clink, clink. Interesting. Describe what we see, maybe, for what you guys look like. And then enter as you guys are walking through.
Would you like to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. So
I need you to speak up, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you step through the doors. You see a man in a very large, dark leather trench coat. He's hooded down and he has a slightly lighter color, like a shoulder cape.
Okay.
It's covering his left hand and his arm. He's wearing a small like breastplate, just covering like his chest.
Okay.
It's not covering down here. It's just up here.
Okay.
He has a large bracer on his left arm, and he has a large, almost bigger than him, belt that is it's holding a pouch that we don't know what it is yet.
Okay, some kind of like bag or something.
Like a bag.
Some kind of leather.
He has
something.
He has multiple pockets.
He's just covered in like leather,
Yeah,
little compartments.
Little compartments and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he has like really dark, little tattered leather boots.
Okay.
Black leather.
What
boots.
What does he look like?
His face was?
Yeah. Is he like?
He's he's got, if he took his hood off, he has dark brown hair. He's lighter skin with a thin mustache and goatee.
Nothing on the sides.
Nothing on the sides, just a goatee and then a mustache.
You said his hair is dark.
It's
said?
dark brown.
Dark brown.
Dark brown.
Cool. Does he have glasses on or anything like that?
He doesn't have glasses on.
Okay. Cool. Would you say he's handsome?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna roll
It's
for
very-
it. I'm just
it's
kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
very
We're gonna spare that. Yeah. He rolls a 1. Oh, sorry. He thinks he's handsome. No. Okay. So we see this handsome, rugged kind of guy in a lots of leather and some miscellaneous plate. Okay. Go ahead and we'll role play until it's time for you to introduce your character. So you walk in and we see this character.
Okay. So I walk up to the counter and I see the man tending the counter. He's just minding his own business.
He's not. He's actually. So you walk in and there's no counter. In fact, there's an anvil and this human, long hair. He looks like Josh, but less attractive. And sure enough, he's like shirtless and he's just ting, 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 smacking on a breastplate.
Mhm.
And behind him, you see other anvils, and it's very loud in here. It's very hot. There's furnaces here and there. places that they're working, and there's probably 3 or 4 different people doing different work there. So you enter and he goes, Helmet, how can I help you? As he through his like grunts of ching, ching, and he sees you walk in, and then as you enter, he does a double take.
Yeah.
Go ahead and describe your character.
Absolutely. Well, first, how tall are you?
We'll say 6 foot.
Okay, if you're
How what?
6 feet flat. Oh my
I thought you said 6'5", and I was like, get the
No.
fuck out of here. This is a
Alright.
fantasy, but I get no.
If you're 6'5",
5'11",
I'm
got
at least.
I'm 6'1" for the record.
If you're
Yeah.
6 feet, I'm at least like 6'8". Like
6. Yeah, I'm
I don't know if
100%.
7
big
feet's
one.
realistic, but it's getting close to there.
Yeah. I mean, a foot taller. I would see that within the characters for sure.
Before you even see this character in the
He, like-
frame,
he, like,
you
tucks
see
in.
like a doorway, and then you just kind of see like where the navel might be of like said like
Just cloth.
person.
Yeah.
So we'll start from the boot stand. You see some. It's a very well kept looking piece of, or all the armor covering their body is very well kept looking, despite it being. You can clearly tell it was not one original suit. It's been kind of constructed. and-
Miscellaneous.
Yeah, it's miscellaneous.
This boot
but
and
it-
that break.
They
Yeah.
look very well cared for and almost like personal in a way that you
Yeah.
might not really understand. You see him kind of grab like the banister a little bit and just kind of like duck under, and like you hear like there's like a lot of creaking from like the joints of the armor and everything like
Yeah.
that, and then he.
It's not a polished set of armor. No.
No, definitely not. It's got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but you see, as now you can get the full frame, looking top to bottom, a man in a full suit of knight's armor, no sword, nothing, no crest, no banister,
Just
nothing
these
indicating.
rags hanging over it.
It almost like, I would say the rags are almost like, it looks like it was once almost like a poncho, but like through many months and days of just running through woods and traversing wherever we were going.
Years of
any
wear.
little snag, just well, there that goes. Any little snag, oh, that's gone. And
it's
so it's mostly just a hood and kind of like a scarf thing around his neck at this point, really. But it was once a better cloak. You see a little glint of the eyes underneath the armor, but you can't really tell what it is. It's mostly just like there's a soul in there, you would hope, but this man is so larger than life.
Yeah,
It's almost
just-
you wouldn't even want to get and look at him closer anyway. But
Yeah.
you do notice as he does walk into the frame, it's very gentle. He clearly, there is heft to his feet, but there's no sign of him entering from like there's no marks on him. Like
He's
he's very
very gentle.
gentle, even though there's some depth to this person. And I just kind of quietly stand behind my brother.
Are you menacing? Or are you like you're just like you're? Are you-
Absolutely. I think he's menacing just because it's like, oh Jesus.
is he
that guy's
is he trying to make
ginormous.
himself smaller, or is he embracing his size?
No, he is 100% like super duper uncomfortable.
He's just an awkward large
trying
man.
to fit inside of this space that was clearly not designed for a man of the stature. But
No, I love it.
once he does get in there, he sort of relaxes. His shoulders kind of very like unstiffen from where they once were. Almost a very smooth motion that just a little bit strange. But he does kind of settle in behind his brother and just kind of taps him on the shoulder. Show he's there, but clearly they're almost in conversation. He doesn't want to interrupt them.
So, like, fuck the conversation. So you walk in and we see you, and before you can even speak, like he says, helmet, and he ching, and then this behemoth in armor walks in. Like again, we're only seeing like helmet, a little bit of the neck, forearms that are coming out from the underneath poncho, and like from like thigh down, I guess. And he sees it, and he's like, my God. Puts it down, one down. He goes, how can I help you? That wasn't like a he's hot, my God. It's more like you're fucking big dog.
No,
yeah.
it's like not like.
Yeah, he's like, my God. His sons are like, fuck, Dad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no. He's like, ugh. He puts it down. You've now gathered his attention. You were not just anybody walking through. He goes, how can I help you?
How do you do, my friend? Me
Yes.
and my
Beautiful day.
brother just wandered into town. We're looking for a place to stay and maybe some work.
He goes, well, for work, there's plenty of places around town that are always looking for handymen, a stable hand perhaps, a bodyguard, I'm sure. And as for a place to stay, there's a tavern down the road.
I was thinking more for work. I'd like to work here.
uh, you're a little frail. I know you're big, but do you have any blacksmith experience?
I don't have any blacksmithing experience per se, but he opens his trench coat and he tries to grab something of interest that would pique his interest, and
He's like he's curious. He's like
he pulls out a small little looks like a little mechanical spider almost.
okay.
He does something to the top of it,
Mhm.
like he press a couple things.
He's
He's doing
okay.
something, and then he puts it down. He's like, watch and see. And
He goes. That is fascinating. Is it made of metal?
man,
He's like, do you mind? And he picks it up and he goes,
yes, of course.
he's like, that is fantastic, intricate. How do you do it? Show me.
There's a lot into it, but basically, there's a lot. There's He tries to explain it the best way possible.
I mean, he could also just start to be like, it's really complicated. Yeah.
I don't want to, jive you with all the details, but basically, it's a lot of machining and it's too much for me to explain. I'm sorry.
He goes, well, by the damn, if you can do that with metal, we most definitely, hold on. He takes a sword and he goes, could you fit that what's the,
Scabbard.
the handle of the, yeah,
pommel.
the pommel, yeah, he's like,
Pommel's
he's
the
used,
handle blade.
could you do something with this pommel, make it look, I don't know, fancy?
Yes, of course.
He goes, well, you come in here, are you good with it, are you good as well? Do you work with a hammer, perhaps?
He does not.
Okay, so for you then, of course. Come on, come back here. Show me what you can do. And so he like just gestures him to start. He gestures you to come around to the anvil. Do you say anything to your brother? Or?
Don't get into any trouble, okay?
Of course.
And so you head in with him. You step out.
Yeah, I think I take a minute to just kind of look at this.
He's got that
place.
awkward, like he's just standing there. And he's like, okay.
It did take a whole 10 seconds to get into the door, and I don't know if I exactly want to rush to walk out of the door.
You see his shoulders. Like he's okay, brother. He turns to leave.
Do I hear anything going on behind me, as in outside? Because it's,
Yeah,
it's not a
there's-
closed door kind of.
No, it's
building,
open. It's like
yeah.
the stone fucking open
What do I
way.
hear
Yeah.
behind me? Anything exciting?
Oh,
interesting?
there's tons of stuff on the inside. There's a hubbub, and also there's like loud clinking in here. So
I think I try to I see my brother, and I'm about to holler out to him something, and then I see him just start explaining the intricacies of machine work and how all his favorite tools.
and you're like, I've heard
that.
this 1,000
And
times.
then I was like, he's probably good. And then I kind of pivot really and then I think I look at him and go, and then I just
Yeah.
and then I kind of scooch out from underneath it, and it's so awful. So it's just as he tries to get underneath this banister.
It's every door hinge we hate.
They really just do not make things sized well anywhere.
Yeah. So you step outside and you're on this stone kind of porch, I guess, the stepway before going down to the cobblestones. And you look across and you see you're in a fairly good sized town. It's all made of stone. It's very civilized looking. It's not you're not gonna find grass within the roads. This is all very they've built this whole place, right? So and you see steeples, you see this is a large city, I guess. Or a small city.
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna try to find something that has the most color to it and follow that. Because if this is a big brick, stony area, he's gonna try to find something.
You
a
do
little
see
more exciting.
lots of banners.
Is there a marketplace or anything with lots of different exciting happenings
Okay,
going on?
so everywhere on the outsides of buildings and stuff like that, you're not just going to find those wooden signs. You're also going to find tons of very vibrant colored banners hanging from walls and you get the sense that you see a bunch of them repetitively, but there's probably 30 plus different banners that you might notice are repeated throughout. And it doesn't seem like it's each building is holding one. It's more they're just kind of placed everywhere. There's different banners with different sigils on them. Orange with a star in the middle of it, blue with a horse, green with an elk, blue with different an anvil or two anvils or two hammers and an anvil or whatever. There's different things everywhere. They have different borders to them, but they're all handmade and they're everywhere. But if you're looking for something interesting, perhaps or colorful, as you kind of like step to the edge, you hear a lot of things. You hear talk, you hear murmur, you hear shouting from the distance or whatever. You don't necessarily smell anything, but you do hear laughter. If that interests you,
I think it does.
the laughter of children.
I think he kind of perks his head in that direction, and it's probably been a while since my brother and I have even been in a place with a lot of people going on. It probably took us a while to get to the next town over, so
Yeah,
I would
well,
say
maybe weeks. Yeah.
I would say he might be a little bit bored, and he kind of wants to go find laughter. Usually means excitement, and excitement means stuff I don't usually get to see very often. So I think I'm gonna meander my way slowly, and you see as he walks. Again, it's very clanky but gentle. Like
He's gentle, but the armor itself is kind of like rattles.
It's a very awkward contrast that he is very hyper aware of, and that just like every.
I wonder if he's more gentle because of the sounds it makes. He's just like
every step.
Like when you
hear,
wake
like,
up in
a
the middle of the night to
buckle
pee and you have to flush the toilet, and you're like
He does not want to draw everyone's attention to himself, but he does. He is very much looking. Oh, he's taking sights over there, and like just walking, and he sees like he tries to like wave hello to a woman, probably, and however that interaction goes. But he's just gonna walk to, probably not.
Yeah.
And he's probably just gonna walk towards the sound of laughter.
And sure enough, you find an alleyway, and it's a wide alleyway, but an alleyway nonetheless that kind of detours from the main road. And down this alleyway, you see a sign that says Ryan Oat, and you see a wooden sign hanging down as well that has like it looks like arrows or fletchings or something like that, a bow and arrow from the sign, and then all the way down seems to be the intersection of another large street. But in this alleyway specifically, you hear those kids laughing, and it seems like there's 3 kids who are kicking a can. But it's not like a weird tight alleyway that if you go down there, you're going to be perceived as like a weird, creepy guy. It's like it's meant people could like walk down here to shop as well as go to the next street over.
I think I walk closer, but I don't try to intercept their game because he thinks for a second and goes, that probably wouldn't be very.
There's enough space that you could walk around.
But he does walk
issue.
forward and tries his best to kind of just like lean against the wall casually and just kind of observe the game going on, almost looking like, how can I figure out these rules?
It's real simple. The children seem to be, I don't know, the equivalent of like 10, right? There's a small tabaxi, there's a human, and there's a dwarf. And they're literally just kicking a fucking can. But they're moving their way closer towards the opposite direction that you were from. So they're like working their way towards the main street on the opposite end. And as you're like walking closer, I don't know if you necessarily like stop and lean because they're also moving that way. They're like running and kicking a can, and it's like bouncing off the wall. And they're like, ha! And they're like laughing and stuff like that. As you are approaching them, you are walking by a bakery with like a big open kind of like half wall, and in that what oh okay as you walk through, there's a woman, and she's like taking hot bread out of an oven and like setting it up on the counter, like right where you could like you could interact with it if you wanted to, or talk to her if you want to. Nope. All right, cool. You're welcome to.
I think I look over at the bread and I like kind of pull my little money satchel out and I like try to count how much money do we think we have? Probably not a lot. So I maybe just a couple pieces of copper, and I kind of like look over, and do I see like a price or anything, or does it look like I have to haggle?
You have to talk.
Yeah, I think I walk up to her and I try my best to like be small in stature.
You like shoot down and you're like
be like hello.
She goes, good morning.
Does she seem like nervous or intense?
No. She's good morning.
How much for some of that delicious bread I might be smelling?
She goes.
You could tell he's not good at this.
She goes. I don't know. What is a good price for bread?
I don't know.
I could say something that people are gonna be like, a whole silver piece?
100 pieces of gold.
So 10 gold. No. No, I'm kidding. So in my world, I usually just go, we have gold, and you do 1 gold, more gold. So she looks at you and goes, if we're involving coppers and such like that, she'll say like, just a silver piece.
I like pour out whatever I have in my.
You do not have a silver piece worth.
I go. Apologies. I do not think I have that much. And then
She goes, I could give you half a loaf for 5 of those.
I think half a loaf is better than no loaf. For,
You'll have 2 remaining copper pieces
all right,
if you spend 5 of them.
I think
I'm assuming it's 10 copper pieces to a silver and 10 silver to a gold. I'm making it up.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So-
do we?
Sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Hands her the 5. Looks at it a little longingly.
She
as
takes the bread,
it.
she cuts it in half, she like puts it in this nice little fabric and or like paper, and she like hands it to you very gently. She says, "Have a wonderful day, thank you." She takes the 5 gold pieces
Thank
or
you.
copper pieces and puts it in her
Right.
paper.
very gingerly put it in my pouch.
You like
of
move your
stuff.
thing.
Yes. And then I just kind of I look up and see if the kids are still in earshot. And
They are getting ready to crest the other street, and as that actually happens, a bit of a commotion happens. A dragonborn carrying with a cart behind him, like 2 wheels and some handles, is walking right across the alleyway, and he's got a sign on the side that's like very crudely painted. It says Verox's Dried Meats. And as he's crossing, these kids like just slam right into it, and there's a whole commotion where he's now yelling. Part of the cart is he's got lots of things that are on the floor, and the kids are like, "Oh, sorry, sir," and they're like helping him kind of whatever. But then he kind of growls at them, and they just take off running. And you are like 5 feet away at this point.
I think I just look at the woman and go like, gotta go, and then like kind of start like jogging over and just trying to. Is the man chasing after them in any way?
He's like yelling. He's like, "You blasted kids! Get back here!
I think I
Pay for what you soiled!"
I think I like try to. I run over and I see if there's any like. I try to take.
There's a
out
bunch of
whatever's
stuff on the floor.
ground and
There's,
try
like,
to help
dried
them up quickly
jerky
and be
and-
like, sorry, here to help. Can I help you in any way?
"Get your hands off! It's wasted anyway. I don't know you." And he smacks it out of your hand. And he's
I
like,
think as he tries to like smack it, I like definitely like move my hand away quickly and then like, is there any way I can like grab his hand as he's about to smack?
"Yeah, absolutely."
I think
You want to
I-
roll a dexterity and just see if you're faster than him?
100%.
It's not gonna be good.
Let me get my dex stat out.
Chat,
You can.
Wild.
Why? What's happening?
What is going on?
10 gifted
Tell
subs and
Patrick
Pat
his butt is
drops a
nice.
die and picks it up slowly.
Oh no!
I did
Jack,
say
if you
this
get
is a table
20,
of very
I'll
beautiful
join
people.
him.
Patrick is getting. We're gonna have to create a whole. There's gonna be an OnlyFans
He's
for,
engaged.
Like a whole different
but it's just him
economy.
playing D&D. There's nothing crazy about it.
He's a fully engaged man.
Yeah,
Like,
he's bound to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting more viewers the more you
He's
show.
so
It's just your fiance creating accounts, being like, "Wow," trying to see
Yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
bite.
She wouldn't spend time on this.
We'll go ahead and give the chat a second to see if, and it's because it's the first roll. I just want to give the chat an opportunity
Oh, yeah.
to see if they want to.
We're gonna create a new channel called Only Pats.
It's just Pat being like, "I don't like this. Please stop."
Please stop.
I gotta write
Stop
that down.
objectifying me.
Only at for sure.
Objectify me. I'm going to go outside and pee for a second. We're going to let the chat do some stuff. If you guys want to affect his ability to grab hand.
Chat, how are you feeling right now?
How are we feeling?
Am I loud enough?
That's
Am
a
I
good question.
projecting?
No, that is a good question. Oh, also, thank you, Kobe, for painting our minis. They're beautiful.
Thank you. I tried my hardest.
It's so pretty.
that closer.
She's gorgeous.
Kobe didn't pay my mini yet, but that's okay.
Well,
I didn't
you
give
had
it to him.
You had taken it, yeah.
I did take it.
Corey, our black our black market, 3D printer Corey.
He's in chat right now.
We're gonna get a channel
too
strike
long a
day
pause.
1.
That was too long.
The ad money is gonna sink away.
No.
Corey
I
had
need Patrick to give me
reprinted
a good reason
more
not
minis.
to do it. Oh no. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Well,
There's no guarantee I'd do it even if you spend it on
He's like,
get
you're
that
forgetting
out of
this
the way.
crucial element of this, and
it
it's
was
consent.
100% a guarantee.
Stop it!
Everyone at this
Chat
table will
wants.
ensure that it happens. I don't know what's happening.
You want me to remove clothes and bend down in front of the camera?
Only I offer that, and it's going to be like 7,000 real money things.
Real money.
I'll put up my Venmo, and you guys
7,000
can. I'll take my
Dice
hat
on
off.
black.
No.
The chat gets what the chat wants.
Right.
Oh no.
All right. So, did we get any points for grabbing hands?
Not for the grabbing of
That's
the
okay.
If they had enough
That's okay.
time for points. That's okay.
All right. So I already made my roll. It is there. It is doing its thing. But I will let you go ahead and make your public roll.
Josh rolls terribly for the audience at
Oh,
home.
everyone, I need you to know I rolled the most hot garbage rolls ever. So like, just take that as you will. Plus 3, so that's a 14.
So it's not going to do it.
That's embarrassing, guys.
I rolled a natural 20. So
What the fuck?
19 and a 20. I'm working my way up.
Ugh.
Next was going to be a 21.
I
Guaranteed.
did roll a 20 at the start of the day. I just need everyone to know.
I
Anyway.
told you not to waste
little
your
I
guy
didn't
knows.
waste it. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. All right. So you go to grab his hand, and he sees that you try to jerk away, and he still smacks your hand fast enough. And like he's very angry in particular about his things, and he's very so he's just faster than you. You didn't expect to have your hand smacked by a grown fucking man today. And he's like, "Get your grubby hands off!"
Guess you don't want anti-health. Okay. And then I think
He's like shuffling and like putting it back on the rack and all that stuff.
did I see where the kids went?
Roll a perception.
Yeah, let's get these rolls.
So many rolls. Where is my perception?
I'll roll a not a stealth per se, but I'll just roll a thing.
Another
That's
11.
another 11. So 15. This
Nice.
dice needs to get out of here.
So
Retired.
these kids did try to sneak off because obviously they were doing a thing. And I'll go ahead and roll for the other dude too to see if he noticed. So he did not see where they went, but you did. By 1, by the way.
Ooh.
So I'm based off your die. I don't even know what your perception was. So sure enough, you had kind of noted where they booked, and so like you leave this guy, and you kind of like to start to, what do you always say?
Jauntily saunter.
Jauntily saunter. He jauntily saunters over, and sure enough, you kind of like you kind of like come next to like a corner of a building, and you kind of like lean against it, and then you look over, and sure enough, you see a couple of these kids like sitting there snickering, kind of like bent over,
I just kind of do like a
and they turn really fast with their hands behind their back,
just
and
like
they're
a
like,
giant man over top of them as they're like
Yeah,
huddled
yeah,
down.
yeah. They're like, hey, mister, can we help you?
I mean, no, probably not, but that's okay. Anyway.
What if they're just like, yeah, then fuck off? No.
I think he like gets down on one knee to kind of show that he's not showing any harm. And I still think on one knee he is still double their height
Yes.
at least.
Yeah.
But he's really
The Tabaxi
making
child's
an effort.
pretty tall for some reason.
Yeah, he's making an effort to at least get down on their level, and he's like, "Are you guys all right? Did he hurt you in any way?
Oh no, mister, we're fine.
Are you sure? Do they like look scraped or bruised or anything?"
I mean, they look fucking
Do they look
homeless.
hungry?
Yeah. Oh yeah, very.
I think he like takes that in, and I think as someone who has seen
J-
deep
j-
hunger before.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Roll a. We're gonna do a roll from before. Can you do me a favor and roll a perception?
Absolutely. That's a 23.
Yeah. So you notice that this whole ordeal was very much staged on purpose, and when these kids did this, it was calculated, and they pickpocketed several pieces of meat. And even now, you see that behind one of them, like the meat's like on the floor, and like the other one sees it and sees that you see it, and he like pulls it back behind the other.
No. I will not take the meat. Do not worry. That guy was kind of a rude man anyway, so it's probably fine. He certainly is a bit more portly than you guys look right now.
And he was like a big, large-bellied
like the classic
dragonborn,
fat cat rich.
but like dragonborn-esque. Though.
Yeah.
So he's just got that big, soft underbelly. Yeah.
I do not think he will be missing this that much. And then I think I also think on my brother for a second and what he would do, and then I like reach out from my pouch and I like unwrap the bread and I go, here, you can have this too. I do not need it.
Damn. The kids, we'll say that the dwarven child, he seems really moved by this, and he goes, "Oh no, that's all right. Thank
No,
you."
I insist, please.
And the human's like that.
I make a point, like, I do not need it.
and the human kid, he puts his buddy's hands down. He goes, I'm Rare.
Icarus.
Yes, we would like it.
And then I wrap it back up in the paper, and then I put some mud on the paper, not so that it touches the bread or in any way, but to make it look a little dirty and rusty so that it doesn't look like anything nice that
Smart.
someone might steal from them.
Smart. And so, we'll say that the tabaxi child, the girl, she like reaches out and takes the bread from her. She goes, thank you, mister. Do you care to have any more conversation with me? I don't feel like they're gonna introduce themselves on this.
No, probably not. I think I just look at them and I go like, I do hope it gets better.
We'll pan over. So you're right, like immediately being taken back to around the anvil to another room, and as he's going back there, he goes, my name's Gunther. What was yours?
Aaron.
Aaron. Oh, it's a good name. It's all right. So this over here is where it's a little table, and we've got some tools. You're welcome to use as many as you like, but I'll give you a few hours and see what you come up with.
Thank you, my friend.
And he hands you the sword, the pommel of the sword, and he says, impress me. Perhaps you'll have a job afterwards.
That's I will.
Describe to me what your idea here is. Like, what is your plan?
So this is like that, just the hilt of the sword.
Yeah, no, it's a whole sword.
It's the whole sword.
Yeah, but it's a pre-built sword, and he's like, hand it to you, and it's like it is not nice. It's sharp. It's sturdy. You can look at it. Actually, go ahead and roll a investigation.
First roll.
First roll.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Yeah, so you're looking at it and you're like, I'm gonna say that you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, this is a fucking sword, man. Like
Sword.
so it's a sword. You're not really focused on the metal per se of it, and you're just focusing on the fact that like your whole thing is small, intricate detail, and like you're looking at this pommel and it's basic. It's normal, and you know that there's a couple ways that you can go about this. You can either heat it up and try to manipulate it that way. You can use what kind of tool proficiencies do you have?
Tinker's tools, Smith's tools, cartography tools.
Cartography. Okay, cool. We'll have to update some of these paper copies because you don't have all those things on. Okay, so with your Smith tools, you know that you can go about the route of heating it up and manipulating it that way, hammer over anvil style. You also know that with your Tinker's tools, you could possibly do more of like some intricate carving and manipulating of the metal that way, or a hybrid of the two. What is your game plan here, so I know what role to best go for?
So
It's just comments objectifying Patrick.
As they should.
yeah.
Patrick's a beautiful man.
Non-stop.
Luckily, so far, I think it's all people I know.
So far, luckily.
Pretty
get some-
sure.
Sorry,
Pass
I'm
all
so
the nats
sorry,
for
Kobe. I'm
handsome.
so sorry. It just we needed to address it.
I like.
Pat rolled a nat 20 for handsome.
Zach, just subscribe.
I have to use the bathroom, but I'm afraid to get up. To be honest with you.
I'll hold my jacket up.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go, boy.
All right.
Okay, go.
There's a nice
Bye.
yellow
Maybe
spot in
you're
the snow that
you're
I
only
warmed
glimpse
up
at
for
it,
you.
chat, so.
Look at that
God,
fuck.
man.
Yeah, boy.
What?
You get him some tighter jeans. All right. What is your route here?
I'm thinking that I want to engrave the actual blade of the sword.
Oh, okay. So you're not even just doing. You're gonna go above and beyond. You're like, I'm getting a motherfucking job. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna text you off screen over.
we're gonna engrave the sword.
Okay.
With what looks like star constellations, and I don't know, like actual constellations to make it look cool, but
Do you need an assist? Scorpio, Libra. You could choose any of the astrology. You
Let's-
could choose
let's do, like-
Orion. Orion is a good one.
While you do that, do me a favor. Make a roll real quick.
we'll do
What am I rolling? Do you want to? I can
Oh,
just.
I
can
actually
just
have
do
your
a
I have your
figure.
stats in front of me, so
Okay,
you're good.
perfect.
That's exactly why I have this.
It was a 7 on the die.
Yes, it is. Continue talking.
Yes, so I'm thinking it's gonna be the constellation on the actual blade, and it's gonna be the constellation of the Scorpio.
Okay.
So start from the bottom. I take a
Now we heal.
Hmm?
Now we heal. Start from the bottom. Now we heal.
yeah. So we heat the sword, so now it's it's actually malleable.
Okay.
And I take a pick, like a small pick, and I start actually making the stars.
Okay.
But just the little dots. So going from the base of the hill all the way to the tip.
Yep.
And
So we like it.
Yeah.
From the hilt to the tip.
and then from there I'm gonna do
Mom's gonna watch this.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Reed's
Suck it,
mom.
Hello, Mrs. Dan.
From the base to the tip.
Greatest.
Everybody knows how it goes.
Bradford Public School.
Successful marriages are built off this stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
so I finished with the actual stars, and then I'm gonna make the lines so you can actually see what the constellation is. Otherwise, you just see a bunch of dots on the sword.
Of course. Yeah, you're doing little
Mhm.
intricate things. Okay.
And then we're gonna retreat the sword so that way the actual thing stays. The
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
imprint stays.
Of course.
And then we're gonna temper it with put it in water so it cools right away.
Mhm.
And then voila. And this was probably 3 hours of work or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I mean, you have a full shift of work to do in
Right,
my
right.
mind. Yeah.
so now that the actual blade is complete, we'll start actually doing intricate details on the hilt. Now is the hilt is it a wooden hilt? Is it just all metal?
So it's metal. It's all metal and has a shitty black leather wrap around the metal portion of the actual handle itself.
Okay, so just we're gonna take the leather wrapping off.
Good,
and
smart.
and then we're gonna get nice. I don't know what this guy has, so I'm just gonna look around.
Whatever you want, you can find.
Okay, so he has really nice.
You also have quite an arsenal of tools yourself.
right. But I'm just looking at actual material.
Oh, of
material-wise.
course, yeah.
So I get nice, pristine black leather,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna carefully redo the wrapping around the hilt, and then I'm gonna stain it with.
Maybe do a light, unstained leather first. Black. It's gonna be hard to stain black leather.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
See, it's like a dark, not dark, but
What color do you want the leather to be?
I want it to be black at the end of the day, but
Okay.
but I'm saying
We said make it black.
Got it.
but it's gonna be a darker gray. It's not actually pitch black.
Got it.
And then wrap it on, and then we're gonna stain it with whatever type of stuff.
Chad, you're distracting us. You
So
have
sorry.
to stop.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there a wait list for that? Truly just killed me. It truly killed me.
Don't stop is a safe word.
Yeah.
Jesus
Don't
Christ. All right.
I'm scared.
All right.
Lock it in.
I'm not looking.
We're gonna watch this table.
Yeah.
We'll let
Jim do that.
We'll let JR take care of that shit. I'm over here reading this oh my god. All right.
So I finished staining the leather, and then I start putting almost little spirals on the actual leather. I start.
Do you have proficiency in leather working? That's okay. You don't have to have proficiency to do it. We're just gonna have less good rolls. Maybe you might have nat 20 that shit. Okay.
So
far, I'm tracking 3 different rolls here, so that's why I'm asking.
yeah. So just intricate detail on the actual leather itself, little spirals, so it looks nicer than what it was before.
Okay.
And I think that's all I'm feeling.
So you're not gonna do anything with the actual metal of the pommel itself. We're gonna leave that sturdy and working.
Sturdy. Tell me how it looks like.
It's plain.
It's
It's
plain
literally
Jane?
just simple. It's even the metal itself is it's dinged and knots
Okay,
and
so
all that stuff.
let's smooth it out. Let's grind it down so it's actually like it was brand new basically.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
Okay, so you put most of the detail work in the middle of the
actual-
blade and in the palm in the handle itself. Okay, cool.
So the actual the sharp side of the sword
Mhm.
has the actual constellations,
Okay, sick.
not the dull side.
Got it.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. So I want you to grab 3 different dice. You're going to be making 3 different rolls all at once to decide the fate of this blade.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick out which blade or which die is going to be your tinker, which blade is going to be your smith, and which blade is going to be your leather.
Okay, so leather, little baby one. Tinker,
Okay.
the gray one, and my little dragon one will be the smithing one.
Let it roll.
So the dragon one got a.
So you guys tell me what that is in regards to the tool that is being used.
So
What's the leather like? What was the leather roll?
the leather was a 5.
Okay. What was the smithing?
16, and then the other one was a 3.
Okay.
So,
Not me! Because the tinkering was what you did with the constellations.
yeah.
The smithing is what you did with the pommel itself. And the leather working itself was just for the handle and stuff. So at the end of the day, he did just ask you to do something with the pommel.
Mhm.
That is what you did with your best roll. However, you didn't do intricate work. You literally just smoothed it down.
Mhm.
So in regards to what he asked and what was delivered, we'll find out
Okay.
next week. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So
Well.
it's been a long day,
Mhm.
and you're going to be bringing that to him in a moment.
Mhm.
But first, we're going to go back to Icarus because, well, it hasn't been a long day. It's been 15 minutes of weird things with kids. You've got a lot of other stuff you can do around town. How do you want to spend the rest of your day?
Do I know the result of that thing you asked me yet, or should I not worry about it?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I think I'd like to look for something. I see lots of color. I want something artsy, maybe something like. Chris very much likes beautiful things, and he likes very.
So Patrick walks into the road, and
He likes to paint a picture mentally of just like all the things he can think of. So he wants to go find something pretty. He can go look at it. And this alley in the Fat Cat Man is a little too dusty and dingy for his liking.
no worries. So you walk around for a couple hours. This is a big place. And eventually you find tons of things that are worth looking at, but maybe nothing that's enough for you to be like, I want to venture in and really dive deep. But eventually you come across a very quiet, like you're kind of like away from the hustle and bustle at this point. It seems much more like a lot of homes, perhaps, with a couple shops here and there. You know, but this art gallery ends up popping up, or not popping up, but you like walk up, and there's nothing going on outside. No one's really around. You walk up, and there's a beautiful sign. Instead of a name, it's just a picture of a dragon on a shield. And except this dragon is like fucking. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's not like most places that are just like the silhouette of a red dragon with a fucking gash through it or whatever. This is it's beautiful. It's stunning. There's a sunset in the background, and it really catches your eye.
I think he like stands.
You're tall enough that if you wanted to, you could like touch it.
No, he absolutely not. He would never. It's
Okay,
so
great.
beautiful. He just kind of looks at it, and then he's like, but he does look at it, and he's just,
You're standing there looking at it for several minutes, just really soaking it in.
100%
And-
lost in thought.
And like all of a sudden the door right in front of you opens up and she goes, there's a woman, she goes, would you like to come inside and see more?
Yes.
She
And
goes,
then, do I look like I can fit through the door easily?
No, but like you can always it's not a thing. You just
Excuse me. I'm just like,
bob and weave. She goes, welcome. My name's Kia. And this is my collection.
did you make all of these pieces?
Yeah, yes, I did. Please feel free to look around. I'll just be over here.
What is your favorite of the pieces?
How do you choose? She goes, I mean, to tell you the truth, my favorite isn't even out here.
May we see it?
Yeah. She's gonna do a vibe check. She's gonna do an insight on you. She thinks you're a good dude, so she's like, I'd love to. Come on. And so, no running. That'd be weird. Oh, I thought you were like, I run. She's like, guys, I'm being robbed. No, she's like, okay, hold on. And she closes the door and she puts the sign around so it says closed. And she goes, I keep it up. I keep it in the back. It's actually not even finished. I've been working on it for a very long time. my God, this is so exciting. And she's like, what was your name?
It's Icarus.
She hates that name. No, she's kidding. No, she goes, it is lovely to meet you, Icarus. Come on. And she takes you in the back and she opens up the door and she's like, it's a little musky down here, but I can assure you, this is where all the magic happens. And she goes down the stairs and she like lights a torch and she goes down and sure enough in the middle of this room there's just art in different states of creation. There's paint everywhere, buckets, and she makes most of her own paint with different flowers and rocks and all kinds of different shit, oils and stuff. And she's just got paintings that are just really bad. There's paintings that are really good that she's torn. Like you can tell that this is like she's different stuff. And in the middle of the room is she like puts the torch on like this like thing that just stands up in the middle of the room. And she goes, it's it. And she goes, are you ready? And she like takes it, she like wheels it around, and it's really pretty good size. And it is a picture of. I'm gonna choose my personal inspiration here. It's a picture of a knight laying in a field of flowers, and in his arms, yet to be finished, is a woman sleeping like on his chest. He's got his arms over. She's like mostly there, but like her face isn't finished. And in the background, there's like a tree right next to him, and in the background is this like beautiful city like in the distance, and then there's this ocean. And for the most part, it's all different states of like creation, but most of it's really, I mean, it's stunning. It's beautiful. Should I roll to see how well she is?
No, I think it's beautiful. He's gonna think it's beautiful.
Perfect. She doesn't have to roll. She's an artist. It's very romantic and it's very warm. Yeah, it's like a knight sleeping and he's like holding this like maiden.
I think Icarus kind of scoots a little closer, almost like probably too close, but not that he's touching, but he's like really ingesting the detail, and then he just kind of like crosses his arms and he sits and he probably stares at it for like a solid 2 minutes, and he's just like
she's right there staring at it too. She's not watching you. She's just like
he's like thinking very deeply about this. I don't even know what to begin of the like he's trying to. It's a scene that could never possibly happen to him, and just something. It's so serene and so peaceful, and I don't think he's known this kind of serenity, peacefulness ever really since maybe he was a child. And he just kind of looks over and he goes, "It's beautiful."
She goes, "It is. I dream about things like this. Imagine. This is what I imagined the world looked like before. Just like peaceful and beautiful and just alive, you know, just everything's like whole."
It brings the color back into life that has drained.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's not finished yet, but this is my favorite. I try not to work on it too much because I feel like sometimes I'm afraid I'll ruin it, you know?
I do not think, based on the caliber of the work I'm seeing, that you could even possibly ruin
You look around and there's like tons of paintings that you, in your opinion, are like, these are the most beautiful things. She goes, rubbish, all of it. Even the ones upstairs, honestly. Most of them, I barely like them. So.
Well, I'm no artist, but I do, in spare time, try to perfect my own craft. And he pulls out from his satchel one of his little wooden ducks. He's been carving.
Yeah.
And it is, one of the wings is lopsided, the beak is crooked, but you can tell it was made by a hand of someone who really cared.
Why don't you make a roll with, what tool set is that?
The woodcarver's tools.
And you do have proficiency in this, right?
Yes.
So you are going to add an additional 2 to it. Or you get a 2 with it, I think, is like a stage, just straight up, just +2.
It has to be good. That's a 9.
She looks at it and she goes, I love it.
No, that's a 7.
No, wait, just.
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't see because.
She looks at it and she kind of chuckles and she goes, in a way that like warms her from like her youth almost. She like looks at it and she goes, I love it.
I hope one day it's as good as something like this. And I point at the man again.
She goes, despite my own criticisms, I believe that art, regardless of its quality, is all beautiful.
I do not.
I'm obviously my worst critic, but
I feel the same way. I am also my biggest hater, but I do.
I am my own hater.
It's true. But I do not do it for anyone but me because it is soothing and relaxing and it grounds me.
It's beautiful. I really like that.
Thank you.
She kind of chuckles. She goes, is there any chance you'd be willing to sell it?
You want money for this?
She goes, yeah, I think it's really beautiful.
Does she have any like little small paintings that are like pocketable in any way? Like,
No, but you could ask. You don't see anything like that.
I do not know if I feel it is worth any money, but what about a trade for something I could keep with me to remember this place?
She goes, and like she's beautiful in a very simple way. She definitely does not come from money or anything like that. But like her clothes are nice. Like she takes care of them. But she goes, I mean, maybe I could paint something, just a quick little caricature for you. Would that
yes,
be?
Please, could I watch? I would love to.
Well, it's hard to watch. I'm going to. But if you here, tell you what. She starts to move stuff, and she grabs a stool. She goes. You sit right there.
Sits.
And she's like it's not a painting, but and she like takes a little pencil and she makes another torch and she puts it over there and she goes strike a pose. Just show us your pose.
I think at first he wants to do something small and almost like get himself out of the way, but this is a very rare opportunity where he almost feels like he's being met at the same level, which is impossible most of the time because he's massive and this woman is treating him in the same size as he wants to feel like. And so I think he just he looks beamingly at the painting she drew and just kind of like it's a very relaxed pose, but he's just like wonderstruck.
He lays on the floor like this, like a dead
can't-
person.
You can't see his face, but you can tell he's smiling under
yeah.
the mask. And I think he tries his best to do something that embodies that evocative emotion of the painting.
So, and she sees you like searching yourself to like, and she comes over and she's like, "Do you mind?" She kind of rolls your shoulders back and she's like, and like look up. And just perfect. And we'll move your legs. And maybe put your arm. Yes. Do you have a sword, perhaps?
No.
It's fine. I rarely paint weapons in my artwork either.
I do not tend to
barbaric
like weapons.
Yeah.
They're ugly and their only purpose is for harm.
I feel so seen. Yeah. Perfect. Just like that. Hold that position. Head up. She like does a little. She goes.
It's like as soon as he gets into pose, it's like he's frozen. There's no movement.
Like in a like
You don't
eerily
even see,
stillness.
Like, breathing or anything.
He's
He's just like so focused on being still.
And she goes. You're very quite good at that. And she does a quick little caricature that takes like 5 minutes, and it's a 10. So it's very simple. It's still got like a lot of the grid lines that she's like drawing to like the body proportions right and everything like that, and it's just simple charcoal.
I don't think he'd want anything more. I think
And
is simple charcoal.
She like takes it off this like slab and she goes, "How's this?" And it's literally like a little piece, like a little, and it's just you sitting on a stool with your leg up, just, and you look pretty good.
Question: do you think I've like are mirrors in that? So like
Mirrors.
Okay, so we see each other and like I think this is the first time he's actually seen himself and thought about himself just physically in space, like this quiet, gentle soul in such an imposing body that wishes he could be anything but. And I think he's just so touched he almost doesn't have any words, but he like gingerly grabs very delicately and he's like, "Focus. It's beautiful. I will treasure it forever."
She goes, "It's a deal. It's nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
And she takes your little wooden thing and she doesn't put it upstairs. She puts it right on the little shelf of her easel. And she goes, "If you care, I can make us some tea." We can sit upstairs and talk about the artwork.
I would love to talk. I don't need any tea, but I will happily sit with you for a little while.
And that is going to be what you do for a very long time. You have created this sword, medium well, and at a certain point, you feel like you are finished with it. What do you do? You know, his sons are all working on different things. They all seem to like work on the basics. They're just making swords and armor. Nothing here is fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's up there just banging away, just ding, ding.
So I take the sword and I look at it. I try to like get it to like so it absorbs the light, and I'm like, not my best work.
But it has been a full day of work. Like it is nearing that time.
Right. Anyways, let's go. Then he goes finds the what's his name? What was the
His
guy?
name is Gunther.
Gunther. He goes to find Gunther. He's walking to like where he hears the loud bangs. That was.
It's right around the corner from where you are.
He hears the loud bangs. Goes, Gunther, I finished my sword.
Ha! Let's take a look.
I will warn you, it's not my best work, but it's been a long day. I've been traveling, so I hope it see your expectations.
He takes it. Now, there is going to be another part of this, which is the fact that you do get an opportunity to sell this thing. So it is going to be somewhat of a persuasion roll. You could argue things like, sword's not made in a day. This is a bit of a rush job.
Yeah.
So if you want to come at some kind of angle of describe, or how are you talking to him?
Right.
What are you going to say?
So
Takes it.
If you look closely at the blade, I put the constellation of Scorpio on it.
Oh, that's clever.
I call it the Stinger.
He goes, well, I fancy that. He goes, have you reshaped it at all?
I smoothed the metal down, and I redid the leather. I noticed it was tattered, and I took some leather that you had in the shop, and I also put little engravings on the leather itself, and I stained it.
He goes, I mean, go ahead and roll your persuasion versus my.
Before anyone does any rolling.
Yeah.
Pat has a +1 bonus banked.
Okay.
Kobe has a +1 bonus banked.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Sick. Hold that. You're about to use it?
Yeah.
All right. So, because it didn't do so great, but also, like I said, it is a persuasion roll. So,
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and cash that in.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna roll your persuasion, and I'm gonna go counter that. You want higher than me?
Okay.
How big or small that gap will affect the thing.
It's gonna be a dirty 20, my friend.
I rolled a natural 20, but it was cocked, so I re-rolled it, and I got a 4. So he is impressed, specifically because he goes, you did all this in 7 hours? He goes, I mean, it's somewhat spotty, but, to be fair, he goes, you did temper the steel, so the blade, it looks nicer, and I could argue that it's even sturdier. The leatherwork is, well, we have specialists for that, and that's okay. But I've never thought of putting designs on it. And the hilt, honestly, maybe you're right. It doesn't need to be fancy, it needs to be functional.
Yes, of course.
He goes, it's beautiful work. Tell you what, and he takes it and he goes, the Stinger, right? He puts it up on the display right in the front of the shop. And he goes, I'll give you 10 gold for a day's work, and I'll give you a commission based off of how much it sells for. Because we don't do that here. That is very nice. And maybe next time you'll take your time.
Trust me, if I wasn't on a time schedule, I would have spent all week on it.
He goes, perfect. He gives you 10 gold, and he goes, so, when can you start?
Start right now.
He says, well, it's end of shift, so
Well,
perhaps tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes. He goes, perfect.
I tend to work throughout the night anyhow, so.
Yeah, perfect. Well, we don't run those kind of hours.
I understand that.
But, it is, your name was, what was it again?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron.
Cold Forge.
Cold Forge. Well, that's a good fucking name.
Thank you.
I like that. All right. He says, he's like walking to the door, and he goes, we'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Sunrise. We don't mess around. My sons and I will all be here, and tomorrow we'll give you the full tour, and I'll introduce you to everyone. For the meantime, the tavern, it's called the Ale House. It is down the way to the left. You could find a cheap room for about 2 gold. Hopefully that keeps you going by. But we'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm glad we can make this work.
Sounds like a good deal.
Perfect. And you walk out. As you were walking out, you realize your brother, you don't see him. Naturally, you were gone for fucking 7 hours. It's been a long day.
Just gonna try to like make my way like towards the tavern, but at the same time trying to look for my brother because who the hell knows where the fuck he went?
You see, are you at all like? How are you feeling emotionally from that whole ordeal? Are you
From the painting or from
yeah, from the painting situation? Are you
feeling? See, I don't think he's felt a very, very
Okay.
long time. This is he's very happy, but it's a very intense,
Mhm.
not uncomfortable, but it's like there's a lot of emotion that has just not sat on his body or his face in a very long time. So he probably honestly normally would keep track of time better, and he cannot do that right now because he's feeling so much joy and excitement.
I love it. Cool. So like you're walking towards the tavern, and eventually, sure enough, you see your brother walking towards the tavern as well from the opposite direction. And you see him, but he's looking down. And he's just got this piece of paper in his hand, and he's like not looking. He's just like kind of like very casually. Yeah, there's paper. Yeah, paper's used for most people just can't read or write around here. Like even the fact that the town has like different writings on it and stuff like that, it's not an uncommon. It's not that there's no reading or writing. It's just that most people don't bother with it because most books and such have been destroyed. It's passed down by a lot of it's been there for a long time, and older people have kind of taken over. So like there's whoever does have the ability to read and write often takes a role within the community or the council or city hall or whatever to make that their entire job.
Now, like stamps are a big thing, like just having like a symbol. or
Yeah.
something like
So
that.
like there's
Like a symbol rather than like a written notice.
right because it's only been 83 years
Yeah.
and it's been a long time that books and such has been useless. We're talking hundreds of years. So it's slowly making a comeback. For most people argue that they don't need it. So you'll find it, but doesn't mean you know how to read. Matter of fact, it says Elmerson. You have no idea what it says. Do either of you know how to read?
I definitely not.
I feel like I would, but that's not something that's on here, so I don't know. I feel like he should.
Okay.
If he
I think you probably have a very rudimentary understanding
like that
that you
says
can.
bird, that says cow. That says
Yeah,
house.
we're talking like 3rd grade reading level. Okay, go. Cool. And
We're literally
Huh?
this house.
Mary's illiterate.
100%. Yeah.
Someone say
100%.
a 49th level.
Third.
Yeah.
So stupid.
All right. So you see him, and he's just very lax and
Head in the
like
clouds.
head in the clouds, walking, looking at this piece of paper. And he's about 30 feet away from you.
Oh, so I walk a little faster. It's like, brother.
Oh, hello, brother. I like put it away for now, but like very careful.
I definitely saw it.
100%.
What you got there?
I like look around. like,
What the blazes? Who did that for you?
what was her name again?
Her name was Kia.
Kia. A beautiful.
It's the name of the Tabaxi child we didn't use.
She drew me. I gave her my duck. I'm sorry.
Brother, you have like 12 ducks.
Who cares? Yeah.
That one was going to be for you, but she wanted to buy it. And I do not think it was worth any money, but she offered to trade, and so she drew me.
It's a very beautiful drawing, my brother.
Thank you.
Schmedium at best. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's good for our limited.
Yes.
artist
Yeah.
understanding,
No.
for sure.
Drawings are drawing.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And as you guys are standing there, you guys are like having this little moment. You're like talking. Before you can even tell them about your day or anything like that, you hear shouting from down the street, and there's you look, I'm not gonna make you roll for anything like that. You look, and down the ways near where the blacksmith was, are several guards standing next to Verox. And he goes, that's him over there. And the guards start kind of they're not sprinting, but they're like running up towards you. I'm like, you there? Come here.
I look to my brother.
What did you do?
Was I successful?
Yep.
And it's like some meat, and it's pretty good meat. You haven't had meat in a while, is that right?
Yes, but that was foolish.
Are you having this conversation in the street?
Absolutely
no.
not.
I'm like, there's
We're
guards
like
walking
the Drake
towards
and Josh
you.
brother eyes
Yeah.
thing, like being like,
Where's the door? Where's the door handle?
Yeah. So they're the guards are just kind of jogging towards you. They're like, you there? Come here. They want to investigate the claims.
would you let me go over there?
No, we're making the dash.
All right, and then I tuck my little portrait back very carefully, and I go, let's go. And then I just
You guys start
down.
sprinting,
Yeah.
and the guards are like, stop! And they start running after you. And
I run faster, and I grab my brother by just a little bit, and I push him forward. I'm like, come on.
Yep, we're going.
all right, and we end scene.
Wow.
Let's see how we're doing on time. All right, not bad. How's everybody feeling so far?
Damn good deal.
Damn good deal.
Pretty
Beautiful,
fine.
Josh.
Beautiful.
I try so hard, guys.
Yep, we just make sure we gotta speak up a little bit. I haven't seen anything. I'm not able to read and DM at the same time. 49.
Yeah, sorry, we got mega distracted by the horniness.
That's okay. That's okay. I want to make sure that if we are, for those of us, any of us who are not engaged in the scene at the moment, that's fine. Just make sure we're not distracting from those from those who are.
Yeah.
So if there are funny things, have your chuckle.
Completely
Feel
caught
free
me
to
off guard.
chime in on the chat too if you guys are not actively in the scene. But also keep in mind, we want to make sure that we're not taking from those who are focused in that moment, especially me because my brain is mush. All right, Daddy Wag, you're up next, my friend.
What's up?
Also, keep in mind, even when you're not on scene, there's a good chance that a lot of the things that we're building are going to be world building stuff that might be good to have notes. So I don't know if we have a note taker necessarily. But you might want to, because I'm trickling shit in there. Patrick knows from experience, I'll put stuff in episode 1 that comes up 2 years later. So, all right.
Well.
Verox is the villain! All right.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Stop. Can't have this conversation.
New scene. Can I get a little something brighter in the music?
Brighter.
Yeah, something brighter. Something a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know.
Rooster, you got confirmation in the chat that everybody is sounding good.
Okay.
X.
Perfect. Awesome. Then we are Gucci. You may continue on as planned. I know you're
What location are we feeling?
busy. This is a city, but also just you could throw in a medieval ambiance, something.
Too whimsical.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Can the people hear the music, or is it mostly just for us at the table, which is fine? 3, 2, 1. All right, so we can hear it. All right, cool. All right, sounds good. Then it is an appropriate volume. Would it be easier to have the music higher? Give it one more notch. We're beta testing this whole thing.
Lovely.
It's all
Yeah,
workshop.
6, 7.
Stop it.
All right, you gotta get out of here with the 6, 7. Oh shit, I hit the wrong.
It's because I was doing it.
Way to go!
Fuck!
Fired.
6, 7.
All right, so whatever volume this is, that's good. We're gonna keep that. If you guys want music louder, this is even better. Simply say turn it up, and we'll turn it up because it doesn't distract from us. So player voices are quiet, so I try to focus on the voices. Okay, cool. All right, cool. We might have to speak up.
Louder.
You can always speak louder to have more music. Yes. All right. Your turn. All right. So, soaring through the skies in a flock of birds, we pan down through the crystal clear sky, and we're looking out over this beautiful lake with a small island and an old building falling apart within it. And we pass it continuing over the lake to this shoreline where there's this large city of sandy stone, and it overlooks these hills and fields, and you see other cities in the distance, far, 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 far away. This city that we look upon, known as Westlake, has huge flags and banners soaring through the skies, towering. We have these like very round architectural designs to it. The buildings, the stairs are all very. It's not just bricks and very squares. It's just got lots of cool architecture to it. Lots of different tiers. You look at a building and you can't even begin to fathom what it's like on the inside. It's staggered on top of each other, and on the shore itself of Westlake, where it meets the lake itself, the lake of, I'm gonna fucking forget, the Lake of Solace. We need to get that map for next session. You see that the stone is like stairs built down into the water, and it disappears as if people could just walk into the lake itself. This is not a dock. There are no boats. And as we soar closer to the city, we see people fishing from the stones. We see people hanging laundry outside of windows. We see people jogging, and guards mounted in beautiful golden armor and red cloaks, walking in sets of two. We see people of all different walks of life in this town. And as we soar, we kind of circle back and we've passed this city and turn back around. And as we're looking over, we see this street. And in the street, we see a man walking, except he's in a blue or green?
Green.
In a green, he's golden armor, but with a green kind of gown over it. Plate armor on the arms and legs, but the majority of his torso is covered in cloth. We come down, and very slowly we see him walking through the streets, and he's got this beautiful golden hair, clean jawline, and crystal blue eyes. He's very handsome, and we see him waving and kind of like gesturing to different people, and we see he walks up to a young boy with a bandage across both his eyes, holding a small cup. And he like jostles his hair and throws a coin in the cup, and he walks away. We see the small boy lift up the cloth, check his coin, takes the coin out, puts it in his pocket, puts it back down. We see this man going and aiding an old woman down some steps and just being a good fucking Samaritan. He walks across this busy plaza to this old temple, this church, if you will. And as we look up, it towers, and parts of the wall are missing, and the stained glass chipped and replaced with just pieces of wood that are holding it together. While the city itself is very beautiful, it is still in the process of being rebuilt. You see it everywhere, from different structures around it as workers continue to like remold and replace broken stone, or even just help from cave-ins and such. The city has char marks up in the higher parts of it. This place saw war once, but it is doing very well for itself. As he pushes his two grand doors, go ahead and change the music. Give me something temple-like. He goes and pushes the two double doors through, and he kind of just with a lot of personality, walks down the aisle of this church. The pews all staggered towards the podium at the front. An old man in very simple rags or robes that are gray and brown, short stature, is a dwarf, stands at the podium. He's not preaching or talking or anything like that, but there are people, maybe 5 or so people sitting in the pews. This man walks up, and he walks up to the old man. The old man looks up from the book. No, that's not his voice.
Thank you. Welcome, brother.
This conversation kind of fades out as we pull back, as the two greet each other. From the corner, on his knees, we see.
You see a large framed man kind of from behind him with very broad shoulders and long, stringy black hair. kind of kneeling down and scrubbing the floors with a rag and a bucket and taking great attention to make sure every little stone or little cobblestone is like perfectly polished, as perfect as it can be in a place like this. And he works his way up to the pew itself, and he's kind of trying to work out some old stains in the wood, and his hair's kind of blowing down in his face, so he's like flicking it back out.
So hot. So
Very stringy.
It's Josh, just with dark
yeah,
hair.
it's like Josh, but very like stringy
And muscles.
messy hair. But a well-built guy. Who is kind of just doing the grunt work of the church and the stuff no one else really wants to do, but taking great attention to detail and taking the tasks he's been assigned very seriously.
You overhear some chitter chatter as this Ezekiel and Father Abraham have a conversation. It doesn't seem to be of anything of real merit. You hear things of like,
What have you been doing, boy?
and he goes, or brother, he doesn't call him boy. And Ezekiel he goes, well, I went around and made sure to feed some of the poor. I helped an old woman across the street. And my armor is highly polished. And how do you feel about all this?
He kind of overhears it and he kind of chuckles a little bit to himself. That about figures for him.
They don't hear this. It's off to the distance.
Yeah,
They're
it's
off
more
to the
of
side.
an introspective moment.
Father Abraham also does not seem partially moved by any of this. He also gets a feeling that this is more of a clout thing than an active service. And he kind of, they continue to just have, feels like Ezekiel's talking to Father Abraham, not with Father Abraham. Father Abraham is now looking back at his book as he's like with two hands very gingerly turning each page and continuing to be like, is that so? He's like kind of just listening-ish. The doors open again, except this side, only one of them. And in walks a very tall, well-kept, thin man, black hair, short crop, in a black, almost like a suit, but think fantasy version, just long tassel or tails to the coat. He walks in. He's got a satchel thrown over his shoulder. And he walks in. He kind of peers around. He goes, and he starts to like kind of awkwardly walk down the aisle. He kind of walks up behind Ezekiel and Father Abraham at this point is kind of like more looking at the other man and ignoring Ezekiel. And he goes,
How can I help you?
and the man says, excuse me. My name is Theon Bach. I am here from the Historical Preservation Society, and we are looking for people of the cloth. Perhaps someone who is, and he kind of looks at Ezekiel. He goes, a hero, perhaps, who would like to aid in the efforts of recovering lost history. And Ezekiel goes, huh, I'm afraid I'm far too busy. But I do appreciate Matt, look at the time. And he looks up at through one of the like open windows. He goes, actually, I perhaps another Father Abraham. And he's like walking off. He goes, I'll be back surely. And he just leaves. You're now watching as Father Abraham. He says,
Oh, I do wish that we could aid you. We only have 2 knights and 2 squires, and they've been currently out traveling doing other missions for the shepherd. There's no telling when they'll be back. I do wish you the best, though.
And Theon Bach, he looks at me. He goes, blast. Well, thank you, I suppose. It's been a long few months of travel. The Expanse was said to have plenty of churches, but I've been completely at loss finding anyone that can be of aid. Do you know of perhaps another city or town? Is there another church nearby in this city that could help? And Father Abraham says,
No, churches are far few between. We're lucky to have any followers at all. He says, but there's a town north of here. It's called... Give me a town name.
anything will do.
Westerwood.
Westerwood. All right. We got Westlake and Westerwood.
There you go. It's both
It's
west.
wester than
It's wester than the wood.
further west.
It's Western Wood.
Western wood.
Western Wood. It's Clint Eastwood in the morning. He says,
There's a town of Westerwood, just north of here. There's a small city within the trees. You should find it within a few weeks' ride.
Theon seems very disappointed in this, and he says, "Well, thank you, Father. Did you do?" And he starts to turn. He goes, "Is there perhaps a tavern nearby, a place that I could stay? I've been without bed for far too long." He says, "Yes, there's a tavern not too far off. You can't miss it." It's the face. The worst. And he goes, "Thank you again, sir. Have a wonderful day." And Father Abraham says, I have a thing. So he says, "May the shepherd light your way," he says as he walks out. And Father Abraham starts to go back to his book.
Yeah, the man in the pews kind of continues at his thing, and he kind of slowly turns his head and watches as this dignitary kind of walks past through the church and out the doors.
As he walks past, he makes eyes and gives you a nod.
Careful, the floor is wet.
He says, "Oh, thank you," and he walks around it.
And as he kind of watches this guy walk away, and in essence, kind of walk out of his life, he just kind of has a bit of a moment where he hesitates for a second and kind of shakes his head, and he goes to reach and dip his cloth back into the bucket, but he knocks the bucket over, and the water kind of spills out over the floor. And shit. He kind of picks up the bucket. And
I'm gonna roll to see if Father heard that. They went from 20 to a 2. You're safe. It's hard of hearing.
He kind of grabs his bucket, and then he goes and he shuffles over and he starts to fill up the bucket again at the basin, in the kind of back area of the church behind all the pews. And above this sink is a bit of a mirror, and as he looks into it, you see this long-haired, brunettish, black-haired man with dirt all over his fair skin. He has a very strong jawline, no facial hair, and these very deep, slate gray eyes. And as he's kind of looking at himself, he has a moment almost where he's like, why couldn't it be me? And then he sees what he looks like and what he's doing as the bucket is kind of now overfilled, as he's lost himself in this kind of moment. And he just kind of shakes it off and shuts off the water, kind of dips his hands in it, washes his face, looks up again, and you see kind of the brown water kind of coming down off his face, and he's kind of just shakes his head and takes the cloth, dries his face off, leaves the bucket behind, and walks back into the church, straight up to Father Abraham.
Yes,
Father, if I may,
mm-hmm.
I know this is unorthodox, but
He has his attention. He leans back.
I know I hold no title. I am of no stature here, but I would like to go on this holy quest, this crusade.
He says, he doesn't chuckle, but he goes,
It's strange, I know, but I feel called to this cause. I feel Boldre pulling me near to this.
Boldre speaks to you.
Not in words, but in feeling. I feel the light on my face. I feel the heat from the sun in
The shepherd's
being.
light.
Precisely.
So she speaks to you. In a way.
She is showing me a path.
And you believe this path to be helping this preservation society?
In some way, that man, his quest is tied to me. Though it is unclear now, perhaps it will be revealed later.
he says,
Well, who am I to stop you from Baldry's blessing? He says, go. If you hurry, you could catch Theon Buck. If you do, and he accepts, return to me. I have something I'd want to give you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. And he kind of turns and he starts to hurry his way out of the church.
Bannister?
Yes, Father.
Yes. Go with grace.
Right. And then he kind of
Like you forgot yourself for a minute.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hold on.
he slowly kind of waltzes through the doors of the church, and as he hits it and slowly shuts it behind him, he kind of takes off into a full sprint. But
I picture
trying-
we pan back as he runs in the opposite direction.
Baywatch
Just like,
style.
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
very.
But as,
The black hair.
as he takes off, he kind of trips over himself initially.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Right in the mud.
We gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, he kind of
And right
trips down.
above you, leaning against the building, eating an apple, is Ezekiel. And he goes, you dropped something.
And he's just gonna shake it off and just fucking asshole, and then take off.
He,
again.
he just shakes his head at you as you run off. Yeah.
Yeah, and he runs after to catch up to Theon.
Okay. It doesn't take long. You sure enough see him. He's still walking the streets, going kind of like looking around, like looking for this tavern. He's like,
Sir Theon.
oh, it's you.
Yes. The floor is less wet out here, so.
He chuckles. He goes.
Are you looking for the tavern?
He said, yes, I can't say I've been to Westlake before.
Yeah, it's about 5 buildings that way.
Oh,
But
thank you.
I was hoping to catch up with you. I feel humbly, and he's gonna kind of drop to a knee in front of him.
He goes, oh, no.
I feel I could be of use to your quest.
He's like trying to like make you stand up. No, he's like, okay. He like gets you to stand up, and he's like, I thought that your father Abraham said that that there were no knights available.
Yes, no practicing knights, but I have some experience.
Roll deception. I'm gonna roll my insight.
I have my +1 I'm gonna use.
Oh yeah.
Nat 20.
8.
Oh!
Yeah! First nat 20!
That's what you get when they gas you up.
Yeah. He goes. Oh, I'm sorry. I was not aware. Wonderful. Wonderful. He says to no one in particular. He goes. When could you? I'm sorry. Usually I imagine knights wear their armor. When could you go? I have so much to share with you.
Yes. I feel the knight is made by who's behind the armor.
He goes. Yeah, sure.
We could. We could leave in the morning.
He goes. Well, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, I was hoping to maybe see a little bit around the town, but no, that's fine. There is work to be done. Wonderful. Yes. I will. How about you meet me at the tavern tomorrow, right now?
Okay. Yes.
Good. In the meantime, here, and he hands you a scroll, and he goes. I imagine you are you well read?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay, so perfect. This here has some of the information. Of course, I will happily give you more of it on the journey. I will have to escort you myself to the Giant's Bluff. So,
Of course.
perfect. Tomorrow morning. Wonderful. Finally.
Thank you.
He says, no, thank you. Appreciate it. What was your name?
Bannister Twelman.
He said, oh, Bannister Twelman. That's a good name. Good name for a knight. I'll remember that. And he walks off to the tavern.
Bannister's kind of a little bit giddy at this moment. He did not see that coming. But he is going to take a moment and collect himself and then head for his little home, his little apartment kind of thing. It is kind of below another building. Think like the apartments in New York City where you go down a set of stairs to get under a building. It's a very simple room.
As you're walking to your domicile, that means building, right?
It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
home, yeah.
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 I heard it the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna use it. Hope I'm using it right. I thought it meant a dome-shaped
48.
building, but that's fine. 48. I'm gonna slowly chip away at that. I don't fucking know, dude. And so you as you're walking up, you're kind of like, I feel like you're probably just like looking at your feet, like you're just so excited. And the door above your door opens up, and it is Miss Alora, your neighbor. And as she opens the door, one of her children runs out, and she goes, "Oh, Mr. Bannister! No, Mr. Twelman! Mom, go grab it. And she goes, "Oh, hold on, Bannister, one moment, please." And she comes and she grabs a pan, and she goes, and she like leans over the railing to him. She goes, "We thank you for lending it to us." Oh, and she like reaches in the door and she like grabs a half a stick of butter. She goes, and for lending us the meat, and this is what's left over of the butter. It definitely helps. So
Are you sure you don't want to keep it?
I mean, we wouldn't want to impede.
I'm stepping out of town for a bit. So why don't you take the both of them? I won't need them. I won't be around.
We'll make sure to return it to you proper. Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
You are such a nice man. Come on, come inside. And so they go back inside, and you venture into your building.
Yeah.
As you open your door, no lock, nothing like that. You open it, and it's very simple. We're talking like as big as this room.
Yeah.
There's a shitty little window that kind of like goes up to it's like yay tall, yay wide. It's open. There's nothing stopping from anything going in or out. You have a bale of hay with a cot on top of it, a simple stool, a bucket, and some other like simple things, a crate, like a chest or whatever, and a makeshift desk with some writing utensils and stuff like that. The kitchen specifically is completely barren. There's no food in this place. So,
Yeah, definitely very simple. Like you said, just dirt floor, bed in the corner, some like kitchen equipment that he probably doesn't really even know how to use that well.
you definitely you
Enough to
provide
get
for yourself.
by,
Yeah,
but,
you're probably like throw some dirt on your chicken for some
Yeah,
flavor kind of guy. Yeah.
But there's really not much of worth in here. There's a little kind of busted up crate in the corner that looks like it's kind of been like handcrafted very poorly. And inside of it, he kind of strolls over to it and looks at it, and before he opens the door, or the not even the door, there's like a cloth over the top of it. Before he pulls it off, he kind of takes another moment to himself, and you're ready for this. And he kind of pulls the cloth off of it, and inside is the most like horrible mismatched set of rusted patinaed armor. There's like holes rusted into certain
Where like arrows have gone through, and like
Yeah.
he's like that's perfect.
yeah, or like little like even like his shoulder pad has like a piece like a rust hole through it.
Parts of it have like gouges from like big claws and shit.
The helmet of it, the cowl of it is rusted up. He cannot shut it.
Is there a dent in the helmet?
Oh,
Please tell me
Yeah,
it's
there's a big dent.
It's like a baseball dent.
It's a Boba Fett dent. Yeah.
and this is stuff he's kind of collected over the years by working like odd jobs on different farms, or helping someone unload a shipment of just any other like grunt hard work he could do for whatever coin he could scrape together. And it is a goofy set of armor, and he looks so stupid in it, but for him it's literally like that suit of armor he needs to kind of become this persona of the person he wants to see himself as. And he has actually never donned this set of armor yet. He's taken it and he's collected it, but he hasn't.
He spends an hour donning this armor.
It takes him some time because he has never felt worthy of wearing it, but he knew in his heart, at least he hoped, there would be a time when
Stretch my leg.
he was
My knee,
worthy
my
of
bad
this
knees hurt.
armor. And he has now gotten there.
We see Bannister Twelman for the first time wearing this suit of armor. It sounds like you, dog. The worst. He's like walking through the streets. His kind of like, do you have your hair up or down?
So actually, before he dons the hair of his helmet, he kind of looks at this broken shard of glass in the corner that he's kind of fashioned into a mirror. and he has to get down on one knee to kind of get to it. And of course, with this rusted armor, it's like as he creaks down to it, and he's looking at himself in it, and his hair is completely wet as he's trying to like kind of make it look a bit nicer, and he kind of pulls it down to one side of him, and he's looking in the mirror, and he's trying to attempt to braid it, and as he's like kind of getting it in, like in wrapping it around itself, it just keeps getting looser and falling out, and he's getting very frustrated. And then he just slips it back and just throws the helmet on over it.
So it's like cascading down his shoulders.
Yeah, he was trying to braid his hair, and he just could not for the life of him do it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Knotting his hair.
Yeah, and like getting knots in it and stuff. And he's like, you know what, just
Fuck
cover
this
it.
shit.
Just cover it. So he throws it over him.
You see him walking down the streets, and like people are looking at him, but he doesn't give a fuck. No. Heads held high. This is the best day of his fucking life. And like people, like again, like women are like pulling their kids to the shoulder. And like, you know, what I mean, like guards are like
It's like the equivalent of wearing like a rusty old pot on your head as a helm. Like,
people are like, oh, the
He's
lunatic
so
is
proud,
here.
though.
Yeah, but like again, just like the stride of it's so much positive.
Yeah, there's a bounce
energy.
in his step for sure.
You do not see Ezekiel on your way to the church, thank goodness. But you walk in, and how do you proceed?
So he steps in.
You approach the church.
Yeah, he looks at these doors that he's gone through so many times in his life, but this time it's almost like he's walking through it again for the first time. You know, there's mystery behind these doors now. There's something new in a place that has been so constant and so steady for him. And as Bannister kind of left before, he gently shut one of the doors, but now as this new knight, he takes a step forward and pushes both doors open and steps in.
And sure enough, waiting for you at the top of the podium is Father Abraham. And he's looking at you, smiling.
So he bows his head to the altar and slowly approaches.
He makes you go back and close the doors. No, I'm just kidding. No, the church doors being open doesn't seem to be a thing that bothers anybody. Like, whatever. It's beautiful weather. Summer heat is beating down. You approach, and he goes, he just kind of like nods his head. He goes, come. And he like waddles down the steps and to the side. Similar hallway that you went before to fill your bucket, except this time you go past, and you're familiar with the fact that at the back of this church is a somewhat of a living quarters that people of the church and even people who travel from can stay. You spent many a years when you first came to this city and to this church. You lived there for years, but there's one part of this place that you have never been in, and that is his room. Thank goodness. Whatever, right? Just kidding. He opens the door and he just walks in, and he expects you to follow.
The chat has redeemed a significant amount of channel points
Nice.
to, and I quote, hashtag fuck Ezekiel.
Fuck Ezekiel.
what?
You guys want? We can get some fan art going on.
No, fuck Patrick.
Fucking Lord.
Do we mean like kill him, or like is this like a consensual, non-consent thing?
Yes,
Let's just give
Jesus Christ.
use your discretion. We
Fuck
can
him
give
over.
an
Or
ailment,
like,
I guess.
No, fuck that guy. Okay, cool. Good news is, yeah, it's, fan art, Patrick. Noted. Have they spent points to do this?
900.
Yes, 900 channel points
Someone spent 900?
to fuck Ezekiel.
Fuck Ezekiel. All my homies.
I mean
Ezekiel.
sex. Okay.
Not sex fuck, like fuck that guy.
No,
Go
no, someone.
Who redeemed the point?
We will.
Who redeemed the points? Let's
Yeah.
get there,
We
take
need
it.
Yeah.
to
Let's.
be-
Who spent the 900?
Kevtor.
Kevtor, what do you mean by you want us to fuck Ezekiel?
Like fuck him up. Like beat him
You
up.
want me to have him beat up?
I would hope.
fucking
I
freezing
want
in
to
here.
send.
It is so
in the
cold.
chat
My
of-
feet hurt. My
yeah,
knees
my
are
feet
aching.
also
Yeah.
are cold. You know that corgi that has the long pole arm thing that says bonk horny jail.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
bonk
yeah.
like that. I want to send
Fuck
that to the chat.
that a-hole.
You get
Well,
a sound.
that's graphic.
That's also vague still.
That doesn't answer my
Makes it
question.
bad.
I tell you what. There will come a day where that will happen. But these are a series of things that are happening, and there's going to be a horny jail. So time is going to pass in a fun way. But we will keep that pocketed for later. Stay tuned.
Like a box.
It was going to happen either way. So.
I do have a bonk sound effect that could happen.
Boom. Whenever people get too rowdy. All right. Lock it in. You go into his room, and he's already made his way over to this chest. Not even a chest. A thing. And he again has not looked at you once since walking through. He's assuming you're behind him. He opens it, and he pulls up a false bottom to the bottom part of the cabinet. And he kind of looks over his shoulder at you, and he goes, hopefully this fits. And he hands you like a bound square of cloth. It is, what color did you say it was earlier?
Green.
Green. And you take it, and you like pull the string, and you open it. I'll let you lock this on. He hands it to you.
Yeah, he kind of looks at it, and this is the same green as Ezekiel's, I assume.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he knows.
It's darker.
Yeah,
It's worn. It's used.
but it's similar and
Yes.
identifiably similar to what he had. Yeah,
You can see the corner of a piece of like off-white something that you're like this is the beginning or end or edge of a design.
Yeah.
On the fold.
Fold. He's gonna like very slowly and delicately unfold it, and it presents itself as like this crossbody like sash thing, cloak thing. You know what I mean?
So it is.
I don't know what it's called.
So it
Tabard, yeah.
and it is meant to be donned over your armor.
Yeah.
And on the chest of it, is the emblem of
Boldre.
Boldre, which is a hearth, stone hearth with simple fire. It's all like kind of like like vector imaged on it. You know what I mean? But it's like this off white, and the green of it is very dark, foresty in the way that like Ezekiel's is brighter. And it's worn. There's some holes in it, especially closer to the ground, because it goes all the way down to like almost mid calf.
Yeah.
And it covers both front and back, and it kind of like attaches on the side. And he like comes over and he starts to like tie it for you. And he goes,
This was a friend of mine. It was a long time ago.
Thank you, Father.
he says,
No need to thank me. You remind me of someone, and that is why I decided to accept your proposal.
he says that.
It means the world to me.
As well.
This church has done so much for me. I hope I can do half as much for it.
Says, you forget, boy, that you've done more for this church than most. Don't think it's gone unnoticed. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Bannister.
Thank you.
He says, there's one last thing. I do hope that it doesn't get you in too much trouble.
And he goes back over to the dresser and he pulls out something. And he kind of like stands with it for a second. His back to you. You can tell he's like really, really considering this is a good idea. And he turns, and wrapped in this fabric is a Gitalta sword. And he reaches out and he goes,
This too belonged to my friend. Ulysses. And now it is yours.
Are you sure?
Yes. You remind me much of him at a young age. This blade is called purpose. I hope you wield it with such.
It will lead me into the shepherd's light.
says, I'll kill you. But regardless, yes. He kind of, for the first time, he kind of like cracks a joke. He goes, I do not know what will happen, but I do pray that you come back to me. Perhaps when you do,
we can work on getting you that. What's the thing?
Title.
The title of Squire.
That would be magnificent.
He says, well, if you return, you've earned it. And if you don't, well, then you'd be dead, probably. So, he says, go. Make me proud.
I shall.
And he's like standing next to his bed, and he just goes, as you like turn to leave, he says,
In the shepherd's light,
We walk in her light.
we do.
and we cut scene. All right, we have now officially done our first 3 scenes. How's everybody feeling? We got another hour left of the deal.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bannister definitely went back to his house and was just like this in the room.
Lightsaber stand in the kitchen.
100%.
Fucking Alora and her children upstairs are just here. Like, they're just like laying in bed late at night. They're like, huh, huh, huh.
Like, no,
Ow!
it's just like he's going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
He's making it like.
Breaks the window.
Yeah, there's no window. It's just an open thing.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah, she's just like she assumes you're having a really great time.
Yeah.
Sick. How are the brothers feeling?
Well, we're on the run. I'm not feeling good.
And how about Mary?
Depends on what season it is.
All right, I'm just checking in with the
yeah.
end of those scenes.
Yeah, I think she's internally there's the external tempo is really slow and the internal tempo is really fast. And I think
Yeah.
that she's starting to have too much energy than she knows what to do with.
I mean, that's fair. All right, we move on to my next scene. All right. So, okay, give me something cold in the wind of night, dead of night. Perhaps something more eerie. How's the chat feeling?
Well, they want to see Pat do push-ups.
No.
I'm working on it.
Y'all.
I'm working on it.
This ain't a circus. All right. So we're in a similar.
That one is.
Huh?
That's the first person who's commented something somewhat taboo about me that I
Mystery
don't know who they
Manchester.
are.
What is it? Which one?
They want me to do push-ups.
No.
You will be disappointed.
I would be erect. No.
Won't get you right.
Come here, Patrick.
Fueling the
On the
flame.
hands, knees.
Any
like, can I
mobs
just do
watching
girl?
the stream right now?
All right.
My mom is technology insufficient.
Thank goodness I don't speak my mom. All right. So. Perfect. We're killing it, dog. All right. We're in those same golden fields from before. But now it's the dead of night. A full moon shining down, casting this blue hue upon the wheat, rustling in the wind. There's a chill to the air. It's eerily quiet. You can hear that same whistling of the wind crashing through the Blightstone Steep, the mountainside. It's silent. We see a rustle in the brush. A fox, no, a coyote, kind of runs past the camera. We move forward. We hear the howl. We move through the fields. We see the house of the Gladwells, and we get closer and closer. We continue to hear those same howls and the rustle in the bushes, or in the crops. Back door opens and out pops Happy. He's fixing his jacket, popping his collar. He reaches back in and pulls out a longbow and a quiver, kind of just lets it kind of very gently drag across the wooden or the dirt floor as he walks out and looks out over the full moon, looks over his crops. Again hears that coyote. He takes an arrow and he simply loosely puts it in his arms as he continues to look over the way. We pan up from him over the balcony into the second floor, where there's several windows, one of which is open, and the drapes kind of flowing out of the house. You go through those open window to see 2 bunk beds with 4 children. The younger of the 4. 2 boys to the left, 2 girls to the right. They're sleeping. The door at the end of the room open, wind crashing through, obviously very gentle. A small candle in the corner with a makeshift little piece of paper with stars cut out of it, resting over the candle, kind of shakes a bit as it lights stars upon the walls and ceiling. The wind kind of jostling slightly. We move through the room, through the hall, and across the way to the next room. Door still similarly open. 4 or 2 more bunk beds with the 4 elder daughters. 3 elder daughters and Mary, of course. Mary is in the top bunk to the left. The window open again. We pan up and we get like very close as we see her breath like cold, the heat of her breath warming in the pale blue light. But sweat on her brow as she like tosses and turns. You can almost hear the beat of her heart as you get closer. Fades out. Fades back into this dark red sky. The sun above blacked out entirely. The clouds, an eminent of different oranges and yellows. The ground beneath completely black, smoldering fires cascading over the lands. Buildings and cities completely toppled over and rubble. Oh, the large flapping of wings. We come up from the ground as we see boots marching through the streets, golden plated armor, dark midnight black capes dragging behind them, row after row of these soldiers, dragging through the ashes and the embers of what remains of the city. Cries and screams of people all around this city as people are striked down with blades and spears. Behind a group of these soldiers is a chain of different men and women and children in chains and shackles. Some of them simply being dragged lifelessly. One of the prisoners falls to their feet and lets out a cry. But that's better. One of the knights, or one of the guards, the soldiers, whatever you want to call it, stops and turns and yells, "Get up!" And he grabs a hold of the chain and emits this electricity that shocks through the entire chain, electrocuting every single one of these people. The face of this prisoner looks up, and we see the face of Mary. She's like, "What the fuck?" She like pleads, please stop. Backhanded, unconscious. The helmet of this soldier takes off and is also Mary's face, but with like these dark red eyes. The skin slightly pinkish, almost purple. We look out past Mary's face in this armor as we see this huge monstrosity of a beast flapping its wings, pitch black, and lets out a cry. We see it soar, come to the ground. We're talking like a mile away. You can still see it's towering over buildings as it engulfs everything in green flames. Screams of people everywhere. Mary shakes in her sleep, sits upright. That was really good. You hear a jostle from underneath of you as you hear Therese. She goes, "Mary, again?" She goes, "Go back to sleep. It's late." from across the room. Oh, never mind. Omit that. You hear that. You feel the bed shake as Therese stands up and kind of like comes to your stands up by your side. And she goes. Shh, it's just a dream. It's just a dream.
I'm sorry.
No, just go back to sleep. It's just a dream.
How come you don't get dreams?
I mean, I do, but they're often of, cherub, so.
Did I wake Catherine?
She looks behind her and she goes, no, they're both fine.
I think I stepped down from the bunk bed, needing to feel my feet on the floor, and there's just a persistent shake. And I stumble to the window and feel the cold air. I grab...
Extra cold because you're covered in sweat.
I'm covered in sweat. I grab one of the woolen blankets that Catherine or Therese or Elizabeth, Aunt Elizabeth made, and I just wrap it around myself, and I...
Therese puts her arm around you and she goes, don't stay up too late. And she kind of gives you a kiss on the cheek and she comes back in bed and rolls. What's that?
Do you want me to go outside? I can go downstairs.
No.
I don't want to keep you awake.
No, it's fine. And she just lays down and rolls over.
And I think she sits in front of the window, shivering. And now that her mind is awake, the only way to calm it is to think of the projects that need to be done. The weaving, the sewing.
And as you're having these thoughts, we're like panning back as we see her silhouette get smaller within the window frame. We back through the hallway into the younger siblings' room and out the window again. The same white linens flapping in the wind. We pan down. We see Happy still looking out over the fields. We start to go back through the maze of wheat as it kind of engulfs the camera. More rustling as coyotes pass, or a coyote passes left and right. And then suddenly we stop as the body of a coyote sits up in front and its head kind of peeks left and right. And then right where our face is, an arrow right through as the coyote collapses. And we see Happy very casually shoulder the bow and walk back inside. End scene. Alright. Well, you're about up, so go take a peek. We'll do a quick five. If anybody needs to go potty, now's the time to do it.
Potty break.
Yeah, potty break. I'll talk to the people. Are you peeing as well? Are you peeing? Josh, if I go with you, will you hold it?
I can't go outside, so I'm
You sure could. My wife does it all the time.
Ha ha!
Ha ha. How you doing, chat? How you guys feeling? Fantastic imagery. Thank you. That is what I like to do. I like to use my word brush to create things in your brain. Oh yeah, drink water, everybody. Even if you're at home. Helps with the joints and stuff. Rip Coyote. That's right. First death of the campaign.
Damn coyote.
That's right.
Technically, even rabbits.
They didn't die on screen. Things in the brain have been created. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you. Hi, Corey. Welcome to the show. How's my hair? My mustache wasn't cooperating earlier.
Luxurious.
You like that? Nice. I woke up this morning. I was like, I'm gonna bring out the hairdryer. That's right. Can't wear a hat the whole show. How you doing, Patty?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Feel objectified, but no, I'm having a good time.
It's the first time I'm the one not being objectified.
Yeah, you didn't show enough skin today.
It's got colder, dude. My
just so you
right knee
guys
is
know,
fucking me up.
It's fucking cold in here, so
Yeah.
I was literally like shivering at some points just so I could flash you some skin. You know,
That's right.
it's called fan service.
Fan service.
If the sun goes down, the temperature tanks.
Let's get Sadie Bean says that.
Fabulous stash. Thanks, Kev. C says, woof. Hi, Sadie.
Sadie chewed remotes today. That's not good.
Oh no.
To be fair,
Why?
remotes were left out.
Not by me.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna also pee because now it's been too long for me not to think about it. I drink a lot of drinks.
Can't wait for the beach episode. Yup.
The beach episode is crazy.
Jacob, how you feeling?
So you're gonna address your fan base, Pat? They've been like simping you all night.
I can't.
I miss you too, Jacob.
It's gross. Patrick, take it off. We're gonna need to see some money coming for that, man. I don't work for free.
8 more subs, and you're taking something off.
I'll take next stream off if we hit.
If we had 100 viewers live, Patrick will play
It's
pantsless.
just chat fucking. Yeah, I know all these people, luckily, except for one. One person I didn't know. But
They're the only one that actually wants to do it.
yeah, facts.
Welcome back.
It's just chat up when you got ride away.
Cool. I know. I'm gonna bring like
I'm gonna bring my
crazy
blanket
socks.
or like
My right knee is the thing that's really hurting right now. Yeah, I've managed to like finagle my leg through a couple middle of
I'm
some
breaking
things.
the fourth wall.
Hey,
Oh,
guest feature in the
Jesus.
house. Jesus, Jesus, get that out of your mouth.
Jesus, get that out of your mouth.
Oh, is there a blanket?
Is
Hell yeah.
there? Thank you.
I need Kobe to put
Oh,
his
we're
feet
not
over here
gonna
and
share
play. Yeah. More layers for Patrick.
Cover it
Do
up.
you wanna?
Less skin. More
One
layers.
layer,
What
yeah.
you gonna say?
Huh?
What you gonna say?
I was saying I need you to extend your feet past these things so we can play footsies. We'll like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know those things that the quarterbacks put their hands in behind their back,
Hand
the
warmers.
hand warmer sleeves.
Yeah.
We need that, but just
I
for our
don't have
feet, like a
hands.
tunnel with like 5 different entry points. We could all stick our feet together.
5 entry.
5 entry points. That's how I
I
like
can
'em.
recharge this thing. It
That'd be
won't be
blanket.
like this.
Oh, no worries. I'm managing. I'm not shivering.
Chat,
It
how
should.
do we
It's
want-
just the feet.
How do we want Ezekiel to die?
Gruesomely?
There's no promise that this happens. I just want to
Jacob said you and me have to do it.
reverse strip.
I mean, there may come a day. There may come a day, but also you have to ask yourselves:
Said you can't.
we want them to die, but would Bannister kill a fellow man of the cloth? Does he good guy?
As a man of the cloth.
Just because it's good for,
Yeah.
just because we all want it.
Or
It depends.
are you asking for like cartoonish level anvil falls from
Yeah.
the sky and
'Cause
Ezekiel is no more
think-
by the act of the gods?
Because like, think of antagonists in your favorite shows, right? Think of Game of Thrones or whatever. The Hound, you fucking hate him for the first 4 fucking seasons, and then you start to fucking love him. You can't just kill off your least favorite people. That is what makes the game and the story so enticing, right? The good and the bad makes it all happen.
Facts. It also depends, right? Because there's
This
certain
is
men of the clock who do bad
It's
things.
so foul.
Yes,
young
there's
people.
that is the other thing. If we find out that that Ezekiel's doing some heinous shit,
Yeah,
then he's definitely gonna get the ixnay on the blade. All right.
I have to go home.
All right, so we've got about, let's see here, about 50 minutes left, 45 minutes left. So we're gonna look through. I want to make sure we end on a specific point, especially as this is our pilot. This is the only time I've had kind of like an idea as how I want this to go. So for those 13 viewers, 12 viewers, because I know I'm one of them, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. All right, Aaron and Icarus. Let's go and do a different. Give me a tavern with some motherfucking music.
I thought you were gonna start singing DJ.
We are the lollipop kill.
That's
right.
Oh, I have those too in my car. Like he
It's
did
not
the
mine.
hand warmers. Yeah, just need them for my boots.
Oh, it's so silly.
All right. We see the inside of a busy tavern. People are drinking. There's someone playing music in the corner. Busy bar top, multiple bar servers and stuff like that. And over in the corner, at a table in the middle of everything, is Aaron. And he's sitting there. He's got a book and he's got a pen and he's like scratching his head. And he's drawing and he's kind of like you see him with like little tools, like kind of like measuring different things and we like pan over his shoulders just enough to see that he's like working with different. He's making schematics for something. Someone like bumps his shoulder a little bit, and he's like, he takes that little book, prick. He takes the book and he realizes this is not the time and place, and he goes to like kind of pocket it, right? Icarus is sitting next to him, just kind of like observing, perhaps.
People watching.
People watching, yeah. Just enjoying the music. You're laser focused on the music that's happening, and he's exactly little jig, if you will.
Brother, is this making merry?
Yes, of course.
No, Making Merry was about 22 years ago.
Whoa.
Wow!
You don't even know my last name yet.
That's true. We haven't.
Because I'm not a Gladwell.
That's right. Not a Gladwell.
No, she.
We see this across the bar. Someone seems to have noticed you. Both of you roll perception. Actually, we'll go together. Both of you roll perception.
That is a 18.
1. You are focused. You're like, music! Brother, is this Making Merry?
This is making merry.
Yes.
You are more like, that's little of note, right? You are overly cautious about everything all the time.
Mhm.
You notice that you've made eyes with a specific group of men in the corner. And they seem to be doing one of those numbers where they're like they're fucking looking right at you. And so one of them now sees that we're making eye contact, and he kind of nudges his buddy, and he stands up, slides the chair back, makes kind of enough noise that you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a busy place. There's a lot of noise going on, but you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Right. You want to go and roll an insight for me?
That's it.
Vibe check.
The brother classes.
6.
You think he's coming in for a hug. No. You're like, you have no idea what might be coming of this. You just know that you made eyes with them, and now he's coming over there. It might be there to flirt, might be there to be like, hey, where'd you get your hair done? No idea. Okay. You might want to kick your teeth in. And so he walks up, and he kind of like he walks up to your table, and he kind of like pushes it a little bit. So now it has jostled the two of you. He goes, what you got there?
What? This?
What's in your hand?
My book.
Your book?
It's all in my hand.
Okay.
I never
He goes, yeah, what is that?
It's my book.
He says, book, huh? You some kind of like intellectual?
Of that sort.
He goes, let me see it. I want it.
You can't look at my book.
Yeah, I want it.
I'd rather you not.
No.
He said, no, I said fucking give it.
You ain't getting shit.
He said, and at this point you realize like a couple of his other goons are kind of like now circling the table.
Do I notice now at this point?
Oh yeah, you fucking notice. You want to roll an insight check?
I
You guys don't have to. They're looking for trouble.
Mhm.
Why? We don't
Colonel
know.
finds us often.
And so he goes, he like leans down on the table, and he goes, I'm not asking. Give me the book.
Can I just stand up?
You can absolutely stand
Can I
up.
just like tower over him? a little?
Intimidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you stand up. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, yeah.
See what I have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give me that.
It's an 11.
You have a minus on intimidation?
Yeah, my
That's
My
crazy.
charisma's doo doo.
So you go to stand up, and like it's the squeak of the armor. You're big, but it squeaks a bit, and he goes, who might you be?
I try my best to do like an impression of him and be like, who's asking? I look at my brother like, is this good? Like that.
Is this good? He goes, I'm asking the questions, and he goes to like push you in the fucking chest.
All right.
You
do
don't
not
move. No, and you don't. And that is probably the only part that like somewhat startles him. He goes, you kind of remind me of someone. The two of yous. See, we've heard stories from town to town of this large tin man and a muskrat who seems to be thieving and stealing and making a name for themselves. There's a bounty on your head.
What's the bounty for?
Yes. Bring you in.
I meant like how much?
Yes. That's about 100 gold.
Brother, we
For the
could
two
use
of
it.
yous.
We could use that. However, today's not the day.
You guys don't get gold for turning it. You're selfish. What a wow. All right.
We're
oh,
so
well,
poor.
that's so kind of you. Here's 100 gold. Like, what's the bail? It's like, oh, 5. That's crazy to think about.
Early
Josh has a
capitalism.
+1 to his next roll.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate you.
Okay.
You're a mom.
He's printed the minis.
Oh, thanks, Corey. You're the best, dude. Fuck yeah.
Spend more money.
Spend more money.
Give me more money.
Jinx, you owe me a lap dance, the two of you. It's a family thing. You don't understand. It's a
You get
house
a-
rule in our,
You get
in
a
our
free
house.
sub if you have Amazon Prime.
Jinx, that was good. All right, so
Is it Aaron drinking anything?
are you?
I feel like
Just
I.
ask, am I drinking?
No, I'm just.
Could we afford
Do you have money for it?
Water? Probably not. Can I get like water or something?
Water's free. Yeah.
Can I get a water?
Yeah. So he goes. There's a bounty on your heads. He says, and I could use the gold.
Well, you ain't getting that gold today, my friend. And I take my water and I splash it and then.
Roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Oh, let's go.
Oh, fuck
go. Go.
You versus 4 goons.
Yes.
Are they gooning?
Patrick, you have to go.
Patrick, you have to go home. You
know,
can't
I
do
don't
that
know
here.
where
The
you go, but
people.
You have to go.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that's a 19. So
Yeah,
maybe I
it's in
should
the-
just
it's in the
miss
box.
the box more often.
All right.
I got
Home rule: if you always roll in the box, if it rolls out of the box, you re-roll.
Great.
Okay, well that
So
starts
all
after.
of
I got a
this
six.
roll.
That starts after.
That's starting after, yeah.
Wait, in the box or in the?
I just
It
went
was
to
in the
do
box,
this.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
the
the
tower.
tower.
Is this the
Tower.
tower?
Yeah, whatever your guys is like. Because here's the thing: we always end up seeing it too, where it's like, oh, I went on the floor, it doesn't work. But like, if you roll on the floor and all of a sudden it's a 20, you're like, I got a 20. Like, no. Whatever your
We're
tradition
gonna be
is,
consistent.
whatever your tradition is, stick to it. Honor it.
Marjorie has my name in it, so that's why I rolled
Kobe
it.
gets a +1 back.
Let's go.
Kobe's got a banked 1, and we've got the brothers both have a banked 1 each.
Are they gooning?
Guys, we're gooning so hard.
I'm literally gonna fall off.
Stop it.
Stop right now.
Thank you,
You know,
Kane, for that.
I feel like if you
loser.
say
The
any
cap was
word
open.
with
Dude, if you had splashed me out, I fucking lost my shit.
R's, it sounds
That's
like
in-
Elven.
it's in
So say the
character.
word theory, but you
Yeah.
can't pronounce your R's.
Yeah, I feel like I would have got inspiration for that one.
In this weather, I'd have been like, and that's the end.
God, you wet. Of course you will.
Gross. All right. So, what do we got?
19.
I got a 16.
Go first. There are 4 people. There's one in front of you with the antagonizing you, and there's 3 people behind you guys. You guys want to do a little role play on the board?
Ooh!
Ooh.
Give away a lot.
Patrick, I forgot.
I do feel like we give away a
I feel like we
lot.
give away a lot.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and use different miniatures for this. You know what? Fuck it. Theater of the mind, because
Yeah, we don't need it.
we got our word brushes with this. All right. At this circular table, there are the 2 of you. It is more of it's a pretty standard table, and then there's directly in front of you is 1 man, and there's 3 people, 1 between the 2 of you and 1 to the side of both of you. Okay. Icarus, you're already standing up.
I guess I'll look at the guy who my brother threw water at, and does he look like the ringleader?
Sure. Yeah. Roll perception.
Oh, that's 6 plus. 10.
10 to hit.
No, that was the 10 for the perception you asked.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you think he is.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna go like, all right, I guess we're doing this, and I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
All right. Roll to hit.
This dice is being kind of stinky, so we'll use this one.
You're in timeout, mister.
1. Not a 1.
Oh.
Natural 1? Ooh, all right. So this is going to be a super fun thing where we get to talk about how I have some homebrew rules for natural 1s and natural 20s.
Go back to the
And this is going to be something that we will end up workshopping a little more with the viewers, where you have the ability to customize and spend some bank to have real effects on combat specifically. Now, natural 1s and natural 20s, anywhere else in the game is just a natural 1 and a natural 20. You take your modifiers, yada, yada, yada. Natural 20 on persuasion doesn't mean you necessarily win if you still talk trash. But In combat, natural 20s are going to have an effect, and natural 1s are going to have an effect. If you roll a natural 20, we confirm our natural crits and fails. What that means is that if you roll a natural 20, you will roll a second time. If you meet their AC or above, we're going to have a multiplier of effects. If you roll a natural 1, you will roll to confirm. And if you fail their AC, it is a critical fail. If you succeed, if you meet their AC or above, it's just a 1. You're done. Your turn's over. You fucking miss. It's a bad deal. You move on. But if you really fail, that's when we start doing stuff like you might hit your buddy. You might drop your weapon. Something wrong. You might hit yourself. Something bad might happen that can affect you worse. With a natural 20, no matter what, you're going to roll max damage. Means you don't have to roll damage at all. So if you roll a D4 and a D6 of damage, plus 3 for strength, you're going to automatically get that D4 and that D6 plus your modifier, which is 10. This is maths. If you don't know what D&D is, welcome to it. But if you confirm it, you get to roll your dice plus your maximum.
Oh, we do need combat music. You're right.
That is fair. Bar fight! So, if you confirm your thing, you get maximum damage plus an additional deal. Now, here's a cool thing. When you're working with criticals, and I'm still kind of working this out whether or not I want to make this work or not, and I'll kind of put this up to a vote, and I'll even let the people in the chat view as well. But I'm gonna primarily take the word of my beautiful players here. In this world, if you roll, for instance, a 6 on a 6 or a 10 on a 10 or a 12 on a 12, exploding dice, you get to roll again. So if you roll 2 die and one of them is maxed, you get to roll that die specifically again. It's exploding dice. It can tank. It's kind of a natural way for things to be really savage.
Yeah.
However, this is where I caution you. If you can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
And I have better dice than you.
You have better dice than me for sure.
You're gonna
100%.
die.
I'm probably
So-
gonna die, yeah.
We don't have to do it. It is a thing that we have initiated in the past. Or it can just be a critical thing. Just a critical thing?
Yeah, we can feel it out too. If it, like, we can do this combat as normal and see if we meet the more stakes. If you want, I'm open.
It's up to you. We can put it to a vote. Yes, math. Send it. All right. We need thumbs ups and thumbs downs. If you like this idea of doing exploding dice in all combat, do a thumbs up. If you just want it in criticals only, do a thumbs down.
Chat, do you want me to die? This is on your hands.
This is also going to happen later in the
I
game.
haven't even met you.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Sucks for you, dog. How does everyone here at the table feel? Go ahead and do thumbs. Show me thumbs if you like.
Is exploding dice?
I just know with my luck, it's
Any-
gonna
It has to be
be
the max of the die. If it's a
It's
D6,
the max-
a
it's the max
D6.
of whatever
I feel
die
like
is.
crits feels right.
I also agree. Crits feels right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So that was a unanimous thumbs down. So sorry, chat. Even if you did say yes, it looks like we got a no anyway. So all right. So we're going to stick to that to just being a critical thing.
Still roll to confirm though.
So you are going to roll to confirm your fail. So go ahead and let us rip.
It's an 11 plus nothing, right? Just a flat roll.
No, you get your modifiers and everything.
Oh, for hitting again? Then that's a 16.
So you meet it. So it is not a confirmed fail. So it's just a 1. You miss. End of turn. No matter what, your turn's done.
Okay.
No movement. No nothing.
Yes, sir.
Instant Dunskies. Okay, that is the standard miss 1. Now, real quick for everyone watching at home, I do intend to have an option for you guys to spend. What were we talking about? 2,000 or 1,500? What was it, Jim?
1K. I think we start at 1K. And
Okay.
we will slide that scale
Okay.
depending on how much it's to be.
There's an opportunity for you guys to cash in your points to create what's called a crit card. It'd be, imagine a fucking standard, what's it called?
Index card.
And what you would have is you would have 2 things on each side. You'd write a critical success for a ranged attack as well as a critical success for a melee attack. And on the back, you'd have a critical fail for a ranged and a critical fail for a success. For ranged and melee. And what you would be able to do is you'd be able to annotate. So, for instance, on a critical hit for a ranged attack, it could be you strike the character in an eye and he's permanently blind in that eye. Or you could do when you crit, you get all the damage is still gonna be the same. But maybe, for instance, it stuns the creature on a melee attack. And same thing for fails. Maybe if it's a ranged weapon, your weapon falls apart. The bow, you have to restring your bow. You have to use an entire action to restring it, something like that. Or you throw your sword 15 feet behind you. You guys get to create these. Now, when we have a critical success or a critical fail and it succeeds, we will draw a card at random. And we will pick whatever one is applicable to that scenario, and then that card is gone forever. That's it. But that gives you guys an opportunity to kind of weigh in on the stakes of the game without it necessarily being like, hey, go kill that guy in town, which might have permanent repercussions in the game. So that's a fun thing. Fuck Ezekiel.
Fuck Ezekiel.
We can all agree, fuck Ezekiel. That'll be our first T-shirt.
Not roll for soup.
Roll for soup.
Roll for soup.
Has to be.
Yeah.
So that is how that's going to work. We'll work on that later. You guys start saving up your points or use them. I don't give a fuck. Crit is crit. Do what you want. Do what you want. All right. So we're going to move forward. Your turn is over, and now it goes to brother.
I texted you.
Oh yes, one moment, please.
Just because we all have our own roles, I'd like to say that making shirts is probably going to be in my domain again.
Just want to sure.
So
I just want to be sure.
Say what?
I know I was just giving a little shout out, a little know-how to the viewers that because each of us has our own like thing that we do, making shirts would probably fall under my domain.
Yes.
So be kind. Please be nice to me.
Yeah. All right. So it's your turn, buddy. What are you going to do?
Shit.
And remember, there are more ways to solve conflict than just using your fists.
I understand that, which is why Aaron's gonna be like, well, we're here. And he reaches his coat and he finds like a little bag. It's like a little pouch, and it's kind of sticky. And he tosses it towards. He tosses it.
It's a bottle of Jerkenson's
I'm
lotion.
listening.
He tosses it to the dude and like the other four guys, and it falls on the ground.
So there's one in front of you, there's one to each side of you, and there's one behind you. So there's one behind you and your brother. There's one behind each of you to the shoulder. So there's like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Like immediately, like right next. to
Yeah,
him.
like there's like one guy has a hand on your shoulder, one guy has a hand on you and your brother's shoulder, and one guy has a hand on his shoulder, and then there's a dude in front of you.
Okay.
They have you surrounded.
All right. Cool. I'm still gonna do what I want to do.
Do it.
I'm gonna take the thing, and I'm gonna throw it at the guy's feet, and it's essentially grease. So
Okay.
I'm gonna grease the floor.
Okay.
And
It shatters. It shatters and oil everywhere.
Yeah, think of it like not a pouch, but like more like a vial.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah.
That makes more
Potion bottle.
sense.
Yeah.
Like a potion bottle.
You throw a bottle of grease or oil or whatever on the
It's
floor.
heavy grease. Heavy
Yeah.
grease.
There you go.
So I don't know if I roll for this or it just happens.
You cast
He
it.
has to roll a dex save for everybody sitting in the shirts.
It's just going to be that one guy. Technically all of you are in it.
I
Technically,
mean, it's a 10-foot.
Fuck it.
10-foot.
10-foot
So
square.
all of yous are in it. So I'll go ahead and roll for the main first guy. And what am I rolling? You said Dex?
It's a dex save, yeah.
Natural 20.
Can you ban that dice, please, sir?
I'll go ahead and put that die right there, and I'll use my gold one.
If I roll it,
no.
I bet you it rolls a one.
That
I
foot.
bet you it
So I
rolls
have
one.
that die tattooed on my. You're not allowed to touch my die. Tattooed on my right foot as a critical fail, and my gold die is the one that has critical success on my other foot. Yeah, funny enough. So I'm gonna roll just one die for the other 3.
Yeah.
3. So the other 3 are they all knocked prone?
I think it's when you move.
Okay, so
I mean-
all of them.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll say they all get knocked prone. Make a dex save. You're still sitting, so you don't need to.
He said, "Fuck it."
Yeah. 3 dudes behind you fall, and the guy in front of you is just like, the fuck.
Dirty, stinky 20.
Yeah. So you're standing. You and this other dude are standing up. You're sitting down. 3 motherfuckers behind you, all on their back.
20.
All right, so
What
you.
are you-
Like possible.
Did you say that?
Okay. I'm going to attempt to get up. Can I? I'm in the chair. Can I just like stand on top of the chair and then?
You can absolutely stand on the chair. Yeah, I'll say you don't have to do the check.
All right. So I stand on the chair and I just try to jump like behind those guys, and I'm behind my brother. He's
Make
right next
a
to me, like-
dexterity save.
Make a dexterity save.
Or acrobatics. Sorry, make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, this is.
As you stand up on your chair, turn around and jump
'Cause remind
over.
me, what's his build?
What do you mean?
What's your character's build?
Like stat wise, or what do you mean?
Sorry,
Like Josh, is he built like Josh
I
or
thought,
like?
I thought he was was like.
Is he swole? Is he a lanky little fucker?
I thought he was.
He's like he doesn't
Is
eat.
he
So like
emaciated?
he's like
Oh.
He-
like,
he
he's
thin.
skinny, but like
Yeah.
he's still like you
He
can tell
really-
that he's a mother. Like
His ribs clatter.
like you can tell that he's not like a scrawny like puke, but he's definitely
He's
like,
not strong either. He's a dex build.
Yeah. So.
He can move.
Oh, no.
I,
was
I
that?
can't help him in any way,
Five.
can I?
Okay, 35.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No.
So as you go to jump, the chair kind of like topples behind you, and you also land on top of these motherfuckers. So you go to like jump, and the chair itself kind of topples over, and you just fall to your like right next to you on top of two of the dudes that were behind you.
And there goes brother again.
All right, now it's my turn. So the guy in front of you. So the guy in front of you, Icarus, is going to grab a club, pull it out, and he's going to swing on you.
See, that does not seem very fair. I have no club.
And that is going to be 10 to hit.
Misses.
So I like this idea that it doesn't just miss; it
It bumps.
hits you on the fucking armor, and you don't move, and he's like, "Oh fuck." Yeah.
That's his right.
And
Oh, fuck,
he goes,
indeed.
"Get up, lads, help!" And I'll just switch to the other three dudes, and they're all gonna spend their turns trying to stand up. Is it a continuous dex save to stand up? How's it work?
Let's find out. Sir, yes, sir. Prone. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against this creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of this creature. Otherwise, the attack roll.
We're not gonna get where
You have to use half your movement to
You have to
be
eat
unprone.
I have so many more scenes before we can get there. We've got 20 minutes. All right, so that's okay. It's fine. We're gonna have fun. So one of the dudes is going to try to stand up, and he can just stand up, or does he have to make another dex save?
He uses half his movement.
He uses
He uses half his movement speed to
But
stand up,
I'm pretty sure if he tries to move again, he has to make a dex save.
so he does that, and he rolls a 5 and falls right back down. The two dudes next to you are going to try to greasily just grapple you while they're on the ground.
Okay.
Rolled a 7 and a 4. So it's just greasy. They're sliding over. The one dude hits you with the club. The other dude's like, ah! They're trying to grab you and you're slipping at him. And the other dude stands up, falls back down. You're up, Icarus.
Please punch him hard. They have disadvantage on the ground, by the way.
Oh, true.
You
Can
have
I
it, yeah.
crack somebody who's on the ground?
Yeah, of course.
Just turn around and hit the guy that just fell down. Because the guy that fell down is the one that's behind you to your left.
Now, you said advantage is just a +2, right? Not
In this game, so that's another fun thing. Yes. In our game, advantage and disadvantage is in multipliers of plus or minus 2. They can stack for different causes. That is because I make my game harder to play because, well, fuck it.
I do get a plus. Do I still have that +1?
Yeah, you still have
You can use it now if you want to.
That's,
So you're going to get +3 to this roll to hit.
my hits
Well, you get an additional +3.
+5.
Yes, so you get an additional +3. You have the
Just
+2
take a
from.
crack at.
So you get
Do
to.
I have to decide if I'm going to use the points before I make the attack? Or do I get to use them after I see the
You have to determine right now. So you automatically get a +2 for the
I'm gonna
advantage.
use them just because. Well, okay, so I'm at a +7. I'll save them then, because +7's pretty deep.
I would say whenever the chat cashes in, it's
Oh, okay. Then,
applicable.
all right, we'll get a +10 on this.
So you
So I
get +5,
5 to hit, plus the
2 for
from
advantage, and then the one.
Okay, so yeah, it's not. It's +18 or 8 to hit. Sorry,
Yes, there you go.
I thought it was enough. 16.
That'll do it. So you punch him in the back of the head as he's like trying to get back up on all fours, and you punch him in the back of the head. Deal damage.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Are you doing non-lethal or lethal damage?
I don't think we're gonna kill them.
So you're hitting for non-lethal.
Yeah, so that's a 6, 9.
Oh,
You knock him unconscious.
We're not doing.
I think only
You hit him, and he
explosive
fucking
die-
goes straight out, lights out on the floor.
I guess I look at that and go, interesting, and then I'm gonna punch the next guy with my bonus action.
How many? Okay.
I can use another.
All right. So the
action
guy,
bonus
you
action.
punch that guy. Now the guy in between the two of you that's trying to grapple your brother, punch him.
Question: if I use flurry of blows to take 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action, if I knock out one of the other guys, can I then use that second attack on the next guy over?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Right. All right, do that. So
I'll see why not.
I'll blow a key point.
For those of you who know how to play monks, let me know.
This is my first time playing monk, guys. It's
Yeah,
We have
I-
class!
He's a monk.
You
There's
monk!
a monk. So I'm gonna. Icarus sees. Does not necessarily like the violence, but he did.
He goes. That was efficient.
Yeah, very much so, and he did see his brother just absolutely wipe out on the floor, and he goes, "That's probably not good." Okay, and he's gonna go for another attack on one of the
Roll it
prone
up.
guys. So this is another +2, so it's a
If you
+7.
want to, take that plus the damage die and roll them both at the same time. And if it's a hit, you just automatically have the damage die with it.
I'll just take both attacks now.
Determine which one is first, in case you nab one on it.
Silver is first.
Silver's first. Okay.
That's a plus. What did I say? 7. So that's 7.
Both are hits, and you want to roll your damage die twice as well. So if you're going to do that, you want to roll one with each. So you'll roll like
This will be with the other one.
Okay.
That's the first hit is a 1 + 3, so 4 damage. And
knocked unconscious.
Second hit is 2 + 3, so 5.
Knocked unconscious. All 3 dudes that are oiled up are unconscious. I want you to go ahead and I want you to roll another intimidation check for Big Bad Bandy in the front. Also, people are watching now. People are like, "Whoa!" Like they like the music has stopped, and like now a bit of a commotion has started.
7.
Yeah, he's like, you knocked out my friends.
You slipped on this floor.
He hasn't.
Or sorry, they slipped on this floor.
They hurt themselves. All right, you're
That
up.
was not me.
You're greased up. They're trying to grapple you. You're like, you're sliding around.
Stop right
They're all
now.
knocked out now, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm gonna just attempt to get up. I gotta make a save. Oh wait.
you can stand up using half your movement speed,
Yeah.
Yes. It's if you
Alright.
try to move.
So I try to
or you can just crawl out
No.
like a little
we'll just
bitch.
stand
Like, I won't be caught falling.
He just crawls out.
I will not be caught lacking.
You already have, my friend.
No further.
Brother,
So
they're staring.
Cover pride.
he's gonna
Flaw.
go back into his trench coat. He's gonna find a little vial. It's green and it looks fucking disgusting. He's gonna fucking yoink at the guy's face.
Roll to hit.
It's a 17.
Hit. What is it?
Oh.
It's a poison spray.
All right. So vial.
Yeah. 1d12.
No, it's acid. Just-
Yeah.
Do you need a d12?
I have a d12. It's just a plethora of shit in here.
Brother, you really need to clean your satchel.
What? Yeah. No shit. All right. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yeah.
He goes. He's like, that's it.
Oh wait, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take.
Oh, it wasn't a roll to hit. It was
Oh.
you have to make a
we live and we
Constitution.
learn.
Constitution is going to be a 13 flat.
So what did I get? A 17?
No.
No,
It's not how that works.
what's your-
Constitution saving throw. It's going to
14,
be your.
14.
So I fail. So I do take the 1 damage.
All right, sweet.
Takes 1 damage.
Yeah. All right.
And he's gonna step towards you, and while you're I have to roll for moving. A 11 for dexterity. What's the save on the grease?
It's just my spell save, you see, correct? Or-
Yeah.
For even dexterity checks on grease.
Let's
Check the grease spell.
squeeze.
I think there's a flat check for it. It's probably 10 or
No,
12.
I think
It's
it's
just
the spell safety.
Really?
I'll look
Alright.
it up.
Because it up levels with how good you become at
So
casting.
the oil gets oilier.
Yeah.
That's
He's
crazy.
better.
So he falls.
Yeah, because your
Like-
spell slot is connected.
And he's gonna use. He tries to move. He's gonna use half his movement speed and then stand up and then try to move again. He's got movement speed left.
All right, do it.
17. So now he's standing up, and now he's gonna swing on you to hit with his club.
Okay.
It's gonna be 12 to hit. All right, so he goes to swing and it just fucking misses as you dodge under the table. Yeah.
I just eat out of the way.
The other 3 dudes are fucking unconscious. So, Icarus, you're up, brother.
So it's just the one guy left.
It's the one dude that's swinging on
And
your brother.
Do I have to walk into the grease to reach him?
The whole area that you guys are playing in is greased.
But do I? Sorry.
You could stand up on the fucking
can I
table.
hit him without moving? I
No,
should
you
say. Okay.
you have to move.
Can I get on the table?
Absolutely.
Like right the table.
You gonna find out, brother. Roll an acrobatics just to see how well you stabilize yourself on top of said table. It's a pretty low check. But you guys roll like shit, so.
17.
All right, you get up on the table and you're now towering over this entire place. Your head hits the ceiling. and this guy is in front of you. You're welcome to kick him as well. I'll count that as for floor, floor
Yeah, I
text.
think I like jump on the table and the table wobbles and it like hits him in the chin a little bit. He's like, and then I go, well, this is a bit awkward. You
You just
shot.
kick down on his head.
Yeah, so I'll just roll the punch or kick, I guess. In this
Yep.
sense. That is a 16.
Hit.
Oh, damage. 5.
Knocks him unconscious. And now you have your brother standing or laying down in front of you.
I'm not on the
Oh
ground.
no, you stood up?
I stood up. Yeah.
Okay, so you and your brother are standing there, and like everyone's looking, and like now everyone's like, "Hey, they look like," and yeah, you get that impression that like now you've gathered way too much attention.
Yeah.
Brother, I think we have made a grave misstep.
You think?
And two guards
You
enter
threw the
from.
water.
Two guards are like walking through the crowd towards you.
Plan C.
I think it's Plan D now.
Okay, let's go. I grab him by.
Wait, not
and
that one.
And I jump off the table and book it.
Nice.
End scene. All right, we've got
Gorgeous.
10 whole minutes left.
10 more minutes.
Get us in.
I think we might just. I had an idea for a middle scene, but I think we're gonna do the thing.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
You feel about that? You feel good? Okay. I need something around a fireplace.
God.
Dead of winter. Oh, as you guys are running outside, there's snow in the air.
Yeah.
We're getting close. How are we on time, Mr. JR?
I think you guys are saying at 12 minutes.
All right, 12 minutes it is. All right.
No, that's jazz. Sorry.
All right. He sits across the table from a fine with a
Not jazz,
glass
I was
of
thinking bossa nova.
champagne.
It's a good thing I stole that champagne, isn't it?
Was that worth it?
Bannister sits at a fire. Snow all around him. He's kind of laid back, leaning up against a log in the middle of the woods. Okay. In front of him is a tent, crude. Snow kind of starting to collect on the top of it. An orc across the fire to his left chops down wood, glaring across that banister between every swing. A small set of footsteps comes up from behind you. Kind of pops a squat on the log next to you. You look over and you see the familiar face of Triswin. He's a wiry halfling. He's kind of bundled up, but he's wearing all black. He's got several daggers kind of tucked into his vest. His eyes are kind of icky looking. He's got like red hair. It's kind of like spiked and sloppy. Kind of sits down. He goes, "It's cold." Yeah.
Yeah. You'd say that.
Yeah. Across the way, the orc Urag sees Triswin and you sitting next to each other, and he kind of huffs as he throws the axe down into the stump and storms off. Triswin says, he goes, "Yes, I won't worry about him. He's just bitter after the death of Jimmy, you know. But you know, I won't think too much on it. So it wasn't your fault, you know. There's nothing we could have done, you know. We're all liable for that. So.
It's terrible.
It's, well, you know, booby traps and all. It's bound to happen to any of us. But you know, we did our best to honor him as best we could. And like past where Urag was or Urag was chopping wood, you see like a freshly dug grave, like no markings or anything like that, but there's like a little shovel tucked in next to it. He goes, "It's what he would have wanted." And he looks down and he's like messing with a ring that's far too big for his fingers. And he goes, "Oh, he couldn't use it anywhere, you know." So, out from the tent steps out a tall, dark-skinned woman, human. She kind of gives you a dirty glare. The two of you a dirty glare.
Kind of like adjusts himself up. I guess this stump sitting a little bit more.
Yeah, her face gets a little
Postured, yeah.
gets a little red. As she like turns around and starts to deconstruct the tent. Triswin sees that and he looks at you and he looks at her and he goes, "Oh, mate, you're not special. She's had a piece of all of us, so
Oh, yeah. Right.
yeah. Sorry,
That's fine. He
you gotta
kinda-
stay warm in the winter."
like,
So
slumps down a little bit again.
he goes, "Yeah. Oh, don't think on it too much. Yeah, you're a strapping lad.
Yeah.
I'd probably have a go at you.
Oh, oh,
It's not that cold, but."
thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
He says, don't worry about Raya. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she'll gobble you up. More ways than one.
Yeah.
You see that she's like now managed to take the tent down and she's like got her knee on the material. She's like folding it up. He goes, listen, so it's you've really proved yourself back there at the temple. And he gestures to your side. We now see like a wrapped in like cloth several times over. Is looks like an Amazon box.
Yeah.
It's sitting next to your side. Your hand kind of like shifts to it as you kind of like, he goes, you proved yourself back there. Lost a gym. We do have a vacancy. And it is always helpful to have someone who's both good with a sword, as well as you can read, which is that's fucking useful. So perhaps if you opened the front, you probably would have noticed that the book trail maybe. So reading after the words that we weren't supposed to be there, maybe could have prevented that. But so you I don't know what you say. You want to join us?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
You see, well, the thing about that is, you're a man of the cloth and all.
Of course.
We don't really frequent the church. We're kind of always on the go.
I mean, faith is how you take it. You can walk in the light in your own way.
You hear several kind of like gruffs under their breath from the both Urag behind you as well as Raya from in front of you. She kind of looks over her shoulder and kind of just shakes her head. He goes, yeah. So listen. That relic. It's good. It's good that we're what we're doing here. It's good. But here's the thing. 50 gold only lasts like a couple months. Especially mixed upon all of us. We've all got lives. Some of us have kids. I'll roll deception. Yeah, he does not have children.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 2. He goes, some of us have kids. Okay, so we don't have any kids. But listen, it's 50 gold it's not enough. And so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be frank. This isn't our first go. We've done this before.
Right.
Yes. Well, right, but so there's a reason why Theon Bot didn't recognise us by our names. He thought we were new, we were green. But it's not the truth. See, we've done this time and time again. We just change the names up a bit, But conflict of interest is that we don't really 50 gold's just not enough. So we know someone up in the flatlands who offers 100 apiece. 150 if we return it in good condition.
No.
He said, well, hold on. Don't be rash, friend. Listen, think about it. You listen, you said back then on the trail that you don't have no family. Well, listen, I think of you as like a brother. It's been 7 months now travel with you? Listen, Jimmy's gone. You kind of look like him, not really, but your red hair and had that wart in his face, but you're both kind of handsome. Raya thinks so. Yeah, she does. Look at her. She's happy. She's happy you're here. Listen. It's just a book. It's just a book.
We were given a quest, and the quest we're going to do.
Well, sure, but what's a job if someone else offers you another job for bigger money?
It's not about the money.
He said, but it kind of is.
No, absolutely not.
He
I
said
refuse.
And with that, you hear like the crunch of a stick as you like look behind you. You see that Urag is now like kind of made his place directly behind you.
Yeah.
You notice that the axe is no longer in the stump where it used to be.
Right.
And in front of you, Raya has now she now has a crossbow, her crossbow that she fancies. It's kind of like over her shoulder, and she's just kind of looking at it. He goes, Tristan goes, yes. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm not really asking. You have an option. Join us, be one of us. Be one of the crew. Will you die? For what a fucking book. Because, Father Abraham says it's good. The shepherd this. You're not a fucking farmer.
He's gonna go to punch him in the face.
Roll.
I got 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and so I'm just gonna I'm gonna do some things.
Yeah.
So you go to roll back and you go to punch him.
Oh, rug. Can
Yeah.
grab his arm
So-
and cocks back.
Yeah. You go to punch him and you find yourself in a fucking chokehold.
Yeah.
And Uro goes, it's not night time. And he starts to choke you out. What do you do?
I'm just kind of like grabbing at his.
At your hip, you have your sword sheathed, and you
Yeah.
have the book to your right.
I think he has one hand, and he's gonna go to reach for his sword and try and just pull it out, do something. I don't know, but just an act of
A
desperation.
crossbow pierces through your forearm into the log behind you.
Yeah.
And then you feel a searing hot pain in your left rib as you look and you find Triswin literally like on your fucking lap with a blade in your. And he twists it. He goes, "I'm sorry, I had to come to this, friend." He says, and that's when you start to black out.
Wait.
Black out.
Oh my god, he's dead.
And as your eyes start to close, you're on the snow. You see the fire in front of you. Red starts to engulf the snow around you. You feel warm. You feel you taste metal. And you hear the crunch as Raya, Urag, and Triswin collect their belongings. And right in front of you, you see that book. And you go to reach for it. And you kind of grab loose, like limply at the fabric. And as you do, you manage just enough that it frees a portion of the front cover, and you see a specific symbol of a spiraling, an intricate spiraling emblem embossed in the front of the leather. As that book is pulled from your hand and taken out of view, and your eyes go to black. Go to kill the music. And that is where we will end episode 1.
What? No way. Oh my god.
Crazy.
And that is the end of episode 1 of Ember's Ruin. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining with us. This was really fun. I hope that you guys are interested enough to join in again. Next week, we're going to go ahead and take a break. There is going to be another show that's going to be here. What time is that show at?
6:30, we have the final of a trio stream.
Okay.
And then after that, the Player's Arc takes its rightful home on Thursdays weekly, moving beyond that.
Great. So next week at 6:30, make sure to tune in to watch the last episode of, what was it called?
It doesn't really have a name.
Doesn't have a name.
It's just Pathfinder.
Okay, it's a Pathfinder tabletop RPG. 6:30 is their last episode, so make sure to tune in there to get in the final episode. And following that, every Thursday from 6 till 10, you can catch us here at the compound, spinning dice and doing silly, stupid voices. Patrick will come with even more quotes next week. We'll all come
That's
with.
the bit.
We're all gonna have extra thick
January.
socks.
Extra thick.
And we really appreciate you guys joining us. We will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, guys.